What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Scrampunks episode 91. Damn, we had 91, y'all. We almost had 100.
Almost at 100.
We almost had 100. I remember with me, Moss, and I forgot the other guy's name. Damn, I forgot his name. TRS. Yeah, hey man, it was like 6 people in this bitch the whole episode. So we've come a long way, and I thank you guys that's listening to us. But first off, MM2K is not here. I know some people was happy about that. But you know, he's still a homie to me, even though I don't agree with some shit he says. But you know, we all have different opinions. We're all adults here. But let me say what's up to some people in the chat. Fatal Charade, Johanzo, what's up, bro? War, Sean Su, Geekhead 188, Iron Mike, King Reaper, and the Thinker. What's up, y'all? And Spider just showed up. What's happening, y'all? Thanks for joining us early. Appreciate it. MM2K is not here, but Nethos is. Neff, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, guys? Glad to be here.
For sure, man. How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling good. Relaxing. Just got back from work, so I'm a little out of it, but I'm here for the show.
Okay, well, I appreciate you being here, brother. I appreciate you being here. Tsunami's back. What's up, Sue? You back? What's up, brother? Thank you. What's going on?
Hey, listen. I felt like I had to show my face because these Twitter streets is trying to fuck shit up, and I feel like I have to be on and let people know what's really going on here.
Okay. So what are you referring to, sir? I don't know what
Yeah. No elaboration.
The Scrampunks and WBG are different.
Yeah, they are both on my channel, but they're 2 different podcasts. Yeah. So we will talk about that shortly. Devin, what's going on with you, bro?
Nothing much, man. Just gaming and looking at Twitter, man. We've been getting a lot of attention lately. Gonna go on that. Speak on that later.
Oh yeah, we have been getting a lot of attention.
I'm looking forward to the show tonight, though, man.
Oh yeah, thanks for being here, man. Snow Bunny, what's up, baby?
Nothing much. What's going on, everyone? Hi, chat. Let me pull it up so I can see who's in there.
What's this Sherlock Holmes shit you playing? What is this?
This is called Path of Sin Greed. It's a
stripper simulator?
No, it is a point-and-click mystery game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a Phil Spencer game right there.
Oh, come on.
Hey, you know he likes those games, though. Real talk.
I like it too. I'm looking forward to tell me why, honestly. I'm looking forward
I mean, the company that made this game, I love the company. I have almost all of their games on the Switch.
Did they make the game called Mystic or whatever? It was like a PC game. I think it was called Mystic.
Real Mist?
Yeah, Mist.
No, they didn't. It was another company that did
game
this.
like that, though. I remember that.
Yeah, there's a lot of companies that make games like this, but some companies make better ones than other ones.
For sure. Yeah, definitely.
All right, last but not least, my homeboy Project Storm. What's going on, bro?
Hey man, a whole lot. Trying to get up in that top 100 on this Madden like I do every year, bro. I'm playing this Madden right now, man. If it's not Flight Sim, it's Madden. You know what I'm saying? Over the stadium and all that in between Xbox.
We haven't Battle of the Bums, on Z channel. So if you want to hop in the tournament,
you probably whoop all day.
Hey, you know what? I might have to do it, man, because I'm rusty right now. I need.
You got it on Xbox or where?
Yeah, I got it on the Xbox.
Okay.
Yeah, we need somebody to practice on because y'all some scrubs.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't want to interrupt, but what is happening? I saw a video of Z having a breakdown, but now apparently he won. What is happening?
So basically, what happened is Z got his ass whooped by me, Grid, and Post Up.
Yeah,
and I think the only person he beat was Teddy. And miraculously, he skunked both of them yesterday. I think 28 and 21 zip. Damn. So Z, he gonna run with everything, talking big shit when he win. Even though they're 1-1, he's talking shit like he's the biggest, baddest player. And I get it, but it's just funny. It's funny because all it takes is one win, and he's just back at it.
He talking shit.
I swear to God.
In the game that we were playing, I was losing. I had some dumb stuff, and I had a punt, fumble, touchdown, and an interception return. I was down 3 scores, and I still came back. and he was talking big shit until like the fourth quarter. He was like, "Oh." But shit,
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though. I saw that clip of him. Like it was like he was trying to block Post-Up or something, and Post-Up juked him, and he quit the game. I think he uninstalled the damn thing. And he's like, "Ladies and gentlemen, I'm done out here."
he said, "I'm playing past a prime. I gotta rethink." But he legit like quit the game, went and uninstalled it.
Yeah, I saw the whole clip.
But shit,
Funny stuff.
Madden's one of those games because like it's one thing. Basketball is more of a finesse game, so it's like it's not as obvious when you beating somebody down. But in Madden, listen,
yeah, that's bad. It's brutal.
Yeah, like the shit talking goes so far because you look like you're up a lot, but it's not really that much.
All right, that's enough of that shit. Hey man, I got some breaking news. I don't know if you guys seen this. I was trying to avoid talking about Halo, but you know.
10% Xbox news.
I don't know if you saw it already, Neff, about something about a leadership change. Well, let's see.
Oh yeah,
what?
Richard Review Tech. Now, I'm going to read his. Then I'm going to read Jazz Corden reply.
Blocked.
Richard Review Tech said, "I just received word that 343 Industries is going to announce a change in leadership tomorrow because the current leadership is too unpredictable." So, Jess Corden came and said, "I'm not sure this is a leadership change, but there is an awesome old school Halo staffer returning to the team. Announcement should be relatively soon." Interesting.
Somebody from Bungie.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I mean, just to speak on that, just momentarily, I'll only take like 20 seconds.
Oh, no,
Certain Affinity did just come out today and officially announce they are joining 343 in making Halo Infinite, while they've been technically there since actually December of 2019. It is important to know that Certain Affinity has been working with the franchise for decades at this point, and the founder of it, the president, I forgot his name right now, but he's actually the former Halo 2 multiplayer lead. So like he knows his Halo. I wouldn't be surprised if he's really stepping up at 343, or maybe it's somebody else from just Bungie currently. But I mean, if there's leadership change, we talked about it last episode, 343 needs it. Well, and we know that a certain person in our DM said another person at 343 is not the best at their job. Yeah, I think you know who I'm talking about.
Damn. Yeah, so that's damn. Oof. This game, this game is having a difficult time, man. I hope they get it together because we all want a high quality, very good Halo game, and I hope they can get it together. I really do, man. I really do.
And what's like for me, I feel like this goes beyond graphics. Like, graphics is something that you can, build on. But if you're changing leadership, that's something bigger than just graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So
I said we'll see, man. Hopefully it's for the better, though. Of course.
You want to know what it is? I always felt like between 343 and Bungie, we can argue about talent. I think they more or less had the same talent across the board anyways, right? The real issue is, I think Bungie, compared to 343, Bungie had a backbone. They wouldn't let go of some things, and they would do things their way. With 343, I just don't see a backbone from them. I really don't. Maybe this new leadership change, maybe they'll have a backbone. Maybe they'll come in there and say, look, Phil, this Xbox One version's got to go. I don't know. But hopefully their leadership change will be for the better.
Stuff like that. Because 343, they just want to please everybody. Like, just make the game, dude. The best game that we can possibly get. And some people aren't going to like that that you can run. Shit like that. Like, just put it in the game.
I understand the running thing in multiplayer, but in campaign, I think it's so stupid that people are against it.
I say just build the game that you envisioned it and put it out.
Yeah, man.
You're trying to please everybody and change everything. That's why it's taking longer than it should be.
Yeah, definitely. But let's go ahead and get to the show. So let me go ahead and address what happened. Yes, let's talk about this shortly, y'all. Real quick. So yesterday on Twitter, I was just minding my own business. I know the WBG panel was minding our own business, and let me share my screen. All of a sudden, we got a tweet. Well, it was a pony tweeting about WBG podcast. And Jay Barry, I don't have nothing against the guy. Like, he's a known pony. I actually talked to him before. He's not that bad of a guy. He's just a pony, Anyway, He says, I'm listening to an Xbox podcast called We Bleed Green podcast, where they didn't want to talk about Halo Infinite rumors. They only spoke like 5 minutes on it, but spoke about PS5 in trouble for damn well 30 minutes. Xbox podcast. Now, the reason I want to address this is because I just don't like when people just misinform people, just misinform. Now, I'm not going to lie and say we didn't talk about PlayStation because we did. And I listened back to the show today. Like, let me listen to the show really closely to see how much we really talked about PlayStation and what happened. And the start of the show, I said, I'm tired of talking about Halo. I asked the chat, do you guys want me to talk about Halo with the whole Xbox One version being canceled? And most of the chat said no, but we talked about Halo for about 15, 20 minutes. You know, we talked about WB and DC. The WB fandom this past weekend. We talked about Xbox Game Pass, the rumor about EA going to Xbox Game Pass. We did talk about the DualSense 5 controller, which there's some rumor about. If you can hold it will sign you in by holding the controller. We talked about that. We made some jokes. It's cool. Then we talked about some other things, and then we talked about, like Sean said, he felt the PS5 could be delayed. We talked about that, and then we compared the launch lineups from the Xbox and the PlayStation. And most of the panel, including me, I believe Joe Hanzo, agreed that PlayStation will probably have the better launch lineup because Halo Infinite was delayed and PlayStation had Spider-Man. So I'm like, okay. What the hell is going on? See, like Shay Campbell said, King Thrash is calling me out too. Yeah. Because we Xbox guys, flat out, right? So then it went from Jay Barry saying that, as you see what he said we was talking about PlayStation for 30 minutes. It all of a sudden changed to we talked about PlayStation 90% of the time. I'm like, what? Other guys are saying, yeah, these guys talk about. So I'm laughing, but at the same time, I'm not the type of guy that's gonna let you say what you want to say about me, and I ain't gonna say nothing back. I'm not built like that to let you say what you want to say, especially if it's not accurate. So we going back and forth all day on Twitter about this stuff, and then we had Chris Righteous with Kid Smooth podcast. He came out and said, yeah, if you want to listen to the best Xbox podcast, listen to Kid Smooth. Now he eventually said he was joking, but I took it as what?
Right?
That's how I took it. Like, what, brother? What? What are you trying to put me and Smooth against each other? Because Smooth was the homie. Yeah. I've been on Smooth podcast. He's been on our podcast. So Smooth was the homie. So I said, why would you do that? Now, so at the end of the day, it's clear. It's simple. We're Xbox guys, right? We're Xbox guys. That's not a popular thing in this community. If you're an Xbox guy, they're gonna talk shit about you. Now, nobody says none of those guys say anything about these PlayStation podcasts that talk about Xbox all day, right? So we're a gaming podcast first and foremost, right? We're a gaming podcast. Yes, when I said we made WBG, we're by Xbox fans for Xbox fans. Do you know why I said that? That's why I made that slogan, because there's so many RIP Xbox podcasts in this community. And you guys need to realize I'm also a fan. I still listen to most of these podcasts. If I'm still an Xbox fan, for real Xbox fans, you think I want to listen to a podcast where Ponies is on there bashing the Xbox? No. So I said I'm going to make up, we're going to make up Xbox podcasts for Xbox fans. Does that mean I'm going to ignore PlayStation, Nintendo, PC, or any
other gaming podcast? Yeah,
of course not. We are gaming podcasts too. So that was
through the eyes of Xbox guys.
Yeah, through the eyes of Xbox guys. We're not going to sit there. Of course, we take shots at PlayStation, of course. But at the same time, a guy like me who openly admits I love the PlayStation. I openly admit the PlayStation was the better console this generation.
I think all of us have PlayStations.
Yes, we are. So the thing is, because we're Xbox, I'm a pro Xbox channel. WBG is a pro Xbox podcast. They don't like that. Why? I don't know why.
They said, they said, Dirk, why you allow those drones to talk about PlayStation? Like, first of all,
I can tell y'all what
allow one. Two, it's a gaming podcast. It's not an Xbox podcast. It's not even called X. There's no Xbox in it. It says We Bleed Green. So if this is like a sports podcast and we're talking about the Red Sox, of course we're going to talk about the Yankees. It's a part of the game. Like
It goes hand in hand.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand. Like it's a gaming podcast, not an Xbox only podcast. It's not Inside Xbox.
Listen, right? Like Tsunami, you're also right. Like, so we're gonna ignore. So say something happened, a brand new like just say some big news happened. Say like the PS5 got delayed or some shit like that. So we're supposed to not talk about that, right? Because we only supposed to talk about Xbox news. Come on, man. Then I saw posts kind of respond saying all you guys do is talk about Xbox, the PlayStation podcast, and then they said, "Well, those PlayStation podcasts aren't PlayStation centric podcasts; they're just gaming podcasts."
Yeah, that's why. And then we had another guy saying like every Xbox show, like you're the only Xbox show that talks about PlayStation. I said, tell me one Xbox podcast that doesn't mention PlayStation news.
See, the thing is, they don't listen.
Nobody responded. No response. Crickets.
They don't listen. See, the thing is, I don't listen to any PlayStation podcast because you know why? Because most of them just bash Xbox all day. Like me being an Xbox fan, I don't want to hear that shit. Right? That's like if you love music, like we love games. Just say you love music, but you prefer hip hop. Would you go to a country station and listen to that shit? Like, that shit trash. No, I don't like it. Even though I love the PlayStation, I don't
got
really
the
like
horses in the bag.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, man. So I was agitated yesterday. Like, what? Don't lie on us. Listen to the
other
show.
part. Like they came out, like they actually listened to the show. It was like, yeah, you talk about
y'all lying.
like, have you ever heard the show? It's like, yeah, and the only one that makes sense is money. It's like, motherfucker, that's a whole.
It's a different show. That guy literally said that 2 hours ago. He said, "Yeah, the only person I like is Snow Bunny." She is on this show, not WBZ. That goes to show you don't listen.
And then it came out, I was like, okay, I might listen to it. Like, but then there was a moment, Dirk. There was a moment, right? Now I don't know if you saw Avengers, but there was a point where he said, "On your right." And then all of a sudden you look over and you see all the other Avengers come up. That's how it felt yesterday. Because we had there were people that had our backs. Other pro Xbox guys, they popped up in support. And that shit kind of felt good because
absolutely.
I mean, one, they recognized us and we're known. Two, they didn't have to say anything, but they did. And it shows solidarity. So Xbox, dude, that's one thing about Xbox. There is less cohesion in the Xbox community than on the PlayStation side. You can be a full rapist and they defend you. Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Kind of more in their own little segments. So when they came, like a lot of these people came out in support of us, like I felt good.
It did. And we like, man, don't worry about it. Yeah. And we had support, so I appreciate that. But
a couple different, yeah. Even the fans, they were like, "You wildin', WBG is dope," or "I like this show the best of all." A lot of the Xbox podcasts, like, and we're brand new, so it showed like people came out the woodwork to come to bat for us. So it was cool.
Man. So sorry to talk about this for so long, but yesterday was wild. Let me get this super chat from my boy R&B. My WBG brother, he said, like for the $5, I had to start running down my BBW queen in order to deal with these hating ass ponies.
Yeah, I think R&B popped up like, fuck is going on? It's like,
yeah, it was crazy, man. WBG
like
name,
my life.
Hey, WBG name ain't sick, so keep it out your mouths, you soft ass ponies. Thanks to R&B. So the thing is crazy, man. I was at work minding my business, and I don't know who brought it to my attention because Jay Barry didn't tag me in it, but somebody brought it to my attention. I was like, damn, for real? So I was like, hey, shit. We caught their attention. We have their attention. So it was crazy. I mean, we've seen this happen before. I remember how BZST used to be attacked because that was really, at one point, the only pro Xbox podcast in this community. And they was always attacked because they was a pro Xbox podcast. And so the same thing's happening. A pro Xbox. If you're just pro Xbox, you're always attacked in this community, man. They don't listen to my channel. If people listen to my channel, you will see how I am. I'm a silly guy. I try to be creative with my videos. I try to be funny. And I don't bash PlayStation because I like the PlayStation. If you listen to my channel for real.
We all said this. We don't dislike PlayStation. We dislike the fan base.
Yes, I don't like the fan base.
Yep.
Like, I don't mind the Cowboys, but I hate their fan base.
That's that's it, y'all. We get to some gaming topics, but I just really had to talk about that.
I saw a quote in the comments. I was like, "Is this what it feels like? Is this how it's gonna be from now on?"
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, but at the same time, I had got some more subs, some more followers on Twitter because there's still a lot of Xbox guys in this community.
Even if they're just curious.
Yeah. I mean, but there's still a lot of Xbox folks in this community that didn't hear of us, so maybe they are fans now, or they will listen to our show now, or listen to my channel. So, yesterday was crazy. I do want to, I don't have nothing against Jay Bauer. He said what he felt, but
then he was kind of like, I understand.
And I saw he had like a 3-hour video with Halo in the title. I was like, oh, okay. after Halo was like delayed, I said, oh, no, I didn't listen to it, so I can't really say exactly what it was talking about. But it was a 3-hour video, and the title was like Halo something or something. I was like, okay. So,
but it's not a PlayStation podcast, Dirt, so it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So but at the end of the day, folks just making up stuff. 90% of the show was about PlayStation. I said, come on, man, y'all ain't.
By dudes with the avatar name is PlayStation Slave and Sony fanboy. Like, really? Why'd you name yourself this shit?
Right. So like me and Slammy before the show was arguing with a guy named PlayStation Slave.
1.0.
Oh man, so
1.0. What?
That was the thing, PlayStation Slave, because I actually talked about him in my video. Because he's like, that show was dog shit and blah blah blah, and man, that's like nothing but a bunch of Z people, and I think
he's taking shots at me, Sean, and
it was me. He put my name in there and he spelled that shit wrong too.
Yeah. So, all right, y'all, let's go ahead and get to some topics. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I just had to, I had to get that off my chest. It was crazy yesterday. And we're still getting some of it now today. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah, that topic isn't dead. I saw it pop up and I was like, Lord.
And what's funny is the dude ended up saying, maybe I'll give it a listen. I was like, what? After all this shit?
Everything you said, that show, you did not listen to it. So I don't know, maybe because I'm 43, I'm a little bit older. I'm about to be 44 next month. I don't know. Maybe
man, I don't. 47 though.
I don't count. Right. Somebody said I was 47.
Oh no, that's a great.
Brain said I was 47.
That's a great joke. He always saying he's 47, so he became a meme.
So, but the thing is, if I don't listen to y'all podcast, I don't comment on it. Right? I don't. I just don't.
Ain't no point.
I don't listen to it. Do you notice I don't talk about these other people podcasts that I don't listen to? I don't listen to that shit, so I can't talk about it. So you talking about our shit and you don't listen to it.
Okay.
That's not genuine, man. You can't be like that. So, and like Shay Capo said, the King Thrash was talking shit about me. I don't listen to his shit.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't listen to his shit. He only do your thing in Cali, bro. I don't listen to your shit. Enjoy. Do what you do. That's what you, like. That's his motto anyway, right? Do what you do, right? Do what you do. I don't give a fuck. I'm not
Listen, we've been on his show before. We know what that's about.
Do what you do, bro. Talk shit about me. Go ahead. But I don't give a fuck about y'all. I'm just being real.
And then I came to the point where why the fuck do you care what we talk about? It's not for you. Like, I can make a show. If we could talk about PlayStation 90% of the time, and we still be within our right based on some of these shows that only talk about Xbox. Like, so I'm like, yo, where's that same energy? Like, if the show was 90% Xbox bashing on an Xbox channel, why is that Xbox Nation? Like, it don't make sense, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. And I was on that show for like about 2 months, and that wasn't nothing but Xbox bashing show. I was the only me and Xbox was the only pro Xbox guys. It was literally 2 hours of Xbox bashing, literally, and the show was called Xbox Nation.
And you wonder why a show falls off when you bash Xbox on a pro Xbox podcast, huh?
Yeah. So anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and move on. Let's move on. I'm sorry about that panel, but me and Tsunami and Devin had to talk about that.
You're fine.
It's all good.
Had to clear your name.
It was my name, man, because I just had to talk about it. I did a video about it, but you had to talk about it, man. So yeah, so they was on our heads yesterday, but we survived. We're okay.
It was kind of fun for me. I was getting greasy on some folk.
Yeah, you like this kind of shit. Me, I don't mind it, but I be chilling, man. I don't go after like y'all know. I don't go after nobody.
People go after you, bro.
Yeah, they coming
That's
after
the
me
thing,
now.
bro.
They coming after me.
Right, I was being
That's
big
why I
disrespectful.
told you that a long time ago, Derek. You need to start smashing these fucking ponies. They'll
Yeah, I
stop.
said there's one dude. He was like, "Man, I don't listen to trash." I said, "But you listen to your mother, right?"
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
was
saw
talking
that.
greasy.
I saw that.
I said,
But,
"When you die, nobody will remember your name."
Yeah, man. So, I like I said, I don't mess with nobody. I don't go after nobody. But damn, I was like, wow, they coming after us. So that must mean we doing something right. So, all right, y'all, let's go ahead and get the show started. We 30 minutes in. We got that off of our chests. And, oh, damn, I'm sorry. One more thing, y'all. I'm sorry. One more thing. Nito's boy, I guess he watched my video yesterday. This is an angry nigga. I don't know what's wrong with him, guys.
Huh?
Nito's boy, J Love, he was in my chat like,
Oh shit!
He was saying some shit. Then he but he wasn't going after me. But he said, yeah, like somebody on your panel. I think he was talking about you, Neff. Let's know. That's the only thing I can think about, man. And I know nobody's like knows him, and he seemed like an angry brother.
What did he say?
What did he say?
I can read it. Y'all want me to read it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me find it. Let me read it. I actually got a lot of comments on this video. 160. Man, I gotta find it, bro. Give me a second. But shout out to the Xbox guys again. Like me and Sue said, man, y'all.
And we know what's crazy
love.
was we didn't tag any of them. They just popped up like
they
must have just saw it. Like
they literally popped up in there. Like, hold on, man, WBG.
Yeah, we've even seen stuff like even shout out to BG. He was like, shout out to these podcasts, and one of our fans was like, "Oh, don't forget about WBG." He was like, "Oh, never heard of him." Next thing you know, he shouted us out, followed us, and dropped a $10 super chat. So he's a better pony. Like I can respect ponies. Some of my best friends are ponies. Okay, it's not all ponies, but the bad ones are bad. Like they chase Gavin off the internet for just talking tech. Like
I mean,
they threaten his family and shit. Like you ain't a fucking gamer, man. You're just a piece of shit.
I mean, that's all fandoms. You have your good.
Bunny.
You have your.
I don't see Xbox guys doing this shit. I don't see Sony. People, Nintendo people doing this shit.
Okay,
what I'm guys doing this shit.
Oh, they did that shit over that Pokemon shit. You don't remember?
That's what I'm saying. They had people.
But that's different. They were talking about against themselves. That's different.
No, they weren't. One lady was trying to pull sexual harassment against the developer of Pokemon because they didn't like
Nintendo fans against Nintendo
because they didn't like it.
No, but
what was that funny?
I mean, but what I'm saying is all fandoms have extreme motherfuckers. That's what my point is.
Yeah, absolutely.
PlayStation has them. Xbox has them. We damn well know Nintendo has.
Okay, I guess I'll change my sentiment.
Dallas Cowboys.
There's more of them, I should say.
I don't know. I just found a YouTuber who got shoes signed by a famous Nintendo dude. Okay, so I don't know. There's
Nintendo's the weirdest. Nintendo's definitely the weirdest.
No. What I'm saying is there are extreme fanboys in all of them.
They're about to pull out the Sonic music.
I found it.
All right, let's go.
So he said, look, I don't give a F if you prefer the X failure console, right? My problem is the X, FAG, N words. I'm trying not to be cuss too much on my tongue. The problem is the FA, the X, FAG, bleep,
bleep.
If you love the X failure console, don't be mad at me because I prefer and love PlayStation. That goes to show you right there. I don't give a damn what you love. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all care about what we like. So anyway, I'm sorry. Xbox dudes are mad just because PlayStation is winning all the time. No, I don't think so. But y'all been winning all generation.
Really. Don't really care about what y'all
all
say.
N-words will come up with the lamest excuse to sabotage the PlayStation brand and exclusive. Just look at The Last of Us Part 2. I have no idea what this guy is talking about. Do what you do, Dirk, but you got to remember, this N-word be hating for nothing because N-words enjoy the other brand, and you can have an N-word like that. Oh, I'm sorry. He ain't saying nothing about you, Neff. I'm sorry. I see. He said you can have an N-word like that on your podcast, too. Remember that.
And we have Fatal Sherrod with the $5.
Yeah.
With Fatal Charade with the $5. If you guys cover all gaming, why no NVIDIA 30 series coverage? Oh, and check out Crumbside Championship Wrestling. Thank you
Hey,
for the
Fatal.
$5,
Thanks for the $5,
Definitely.
but I only cover stuff I know about, brother. I would sound like a damn fool trying to cover some PC stuff.
Wait, did we get the R&B message?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got.
Oh yeah.
Oh, didn't. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, I was like a damn fool trying to cover that stuff, man. So
All right, the 30 series is gonna be dope. It's gonna be powerful and it's gonna be huge. All right, that's it.
thank you.
It's going to be something I can't afford, so why talk about it?
Get ready to see the PC masters get recharged.
Oh yeah, and like what is it like $1,500 or something like that?
I think it was more.
It's gonna be more.
Well, the price leaks were talking about 13, 14. So similar pricing, but it's gonna be a 3090 now rather than a 30 or a 3080 Ti. I guess I don't know.
That's I can't rock with that one, bro. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get the show started for real this time. I don't have nothing else to say. So let's start with this Call of Duty, Black Ops Cold War. What is okay?
Do you give
What
a shit?
is going on with this game? What is going on with the next gen versions, the Xbox version, the PlayStation 5 version? First off, I think it looks great, right? I think it looks great. I'm a fan. But what is going on? Okay, let me try to read this.
Okay. From what I understand, if you have the physical version of the PlayStation 4, you can insert it into your physical. You have to have the physical version of the PlayStation 5, and it will upgrade to PlayStation 5. For physical versions of Xbox, there is no upgrade to the to the Xbox Series X version. If you get the digital cross-gen combo for either one, it will download up to the next series. Or if you get the Xbox Series X version, it'll give you the Xbox One version or something.
I don't get that though, but it says that right there on the box though. Xbox Series X
What they
plus
said-
Xbox One game included.
Yeah, and I think the physical version is supposed to have them on the disc or something.
Yeah.
But so that's what's going on.
So are you
It's
saying?
crazy.
So if you're saying you buy the Xbox One version, you're not going to get the Series X upgrade free?
Yeah, that's what it sounds.
That's what they're saying. Yeah, if you get it physical.
Excuse me, they're not supporting smart delivery for the Xbox version, but for the PlayStation physical version, they are, I should say. But the Xbox version also is backwards. Nah. I also read this. The Xbox version is backwards compatible. If you, you can put it in the Xbox One or the Xbox Series X, and it will just work. But the PS5 physical version, if you. Fuck, I don't know. You know what? I ain't got time for this shit.
All I know is that if they have a digital cross generation version for $10 more, it'll be $70, and you'll be able to play it on your Xbox One and the Series X.
Okay, so let me read some of this fine print. Like Buddy said, the PS4 version will have, like Buddy said, will have the option to upgrade to PS5 through the PlayStation Store.
So the option to upgrade, so it's not automatic. Okay.
Right. Then say, please note the PlayStation 4 disc must be inserted into the PlayStation 5 to access digital upgraded PS5 version of the game. Xbox One version cannot be upgraded to Xbox Series X. Please see the information below regarding the Xbox Series X version as part of the digital cross-gen bundle. Both current generation versions, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, will be playable on their respective next generation console via backwards compatibility by inserting the disc into the console. But the game will not include any next gen features such as hardware. Hey, sue me your phone making that little clicking noise again, bro. Would you just on your phone regular?
I don't know. Is it clicking now?
Yeah, because they haven't done that in like a few weeks. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with this game. It looks great though. They got Ronald Reagan up, and I said, "Damn!"
Yeah, I just
seen that shit.
I just saw that.
Hey, you saw it?
That shit, man.
Yeah,
Great. Who the hell Ronald Reagan is?
Yo, definitely. I'm looking at it right now. Do you think they showed? Is this a reveal trailer for the next gen systems, y'all think, or what, man?
They said it's running on PS5.
Oh, all right.
I
can see that, and it looks like it's. The reason I said it is because it looks like it's solid 60 or higher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's something magical about the frame rate.
Yeah, and they said something about 120 frames, I guess maybe on the multiplayer. So yeah, it looks dope. It looks dope to me.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of confusion. I'm sure that Activision will sort it out soon. But that's kind of jacked up if the PS4 version, I know they have a marketing deal with the PlayStation, but that's kind of messed up if the PS4 version, you put the disc in and you just download the patch for the PS5, but the Xbox version, you got to pay $10.
And you also they were saying that with the PlayStation 4 version, though, the downside is you know how some people will download the patch and try to go and trade in the game? You have to keep your PlayStation 4 version in order to play it.
But it's all one disc, though, right? But it's all on the same disc, right?
It's like you have the PlayStation 4 version and then you have an upgraded patch. So whenever you play the game, you have to have the disc in the system.
If you bought the PS4 version, but they do. Okay, I got you. Huh.
I don't know. To solve your problem, if you have an Xbox, just buy the $70 version. Then you don't have to worry about all that shit. You can play it on the Xbox One until the Series X comes out.
It's kind of like 2K.
You don't got to buy it again. 2K costs like $40 more, so this one costs only $10 more.
What you mean? No.
Don't you got to buy the $100 version of 2K to get the?
Well, that's
free
if you
upgrade?
want. That's if you want. Free upgrade. That's if you want both versions. Yeah, that's true. If you want the current gen and next gen, but if you just buy the next gen, it's $7. Yeah, you're right, Devin. I'm sorry. Steven Pearson in the chat talking shit. Still no gameplay on the Xbox Series X. It's coming, and when it's coming, you ain't gonna know what to do with yourself. Oh shit!
Hold on. I could have swore I saw Austin Evans at least playing an actual game, even though it's current gen. They were playing an actual game on the Series X.
Yeah, we've seen Gears 5 and Ori.
We haven't seen anybody play directly in front of, or even whatever his name is when he was demoing the controller. That was a dev kit. A dev kit is a computer. Like,
and you remember that demo, the Unreal 5? That was on a computer.
Yeah, so like all this PlayStation, they showed, no, that's a dev kit. Dev kits are more powerful than the actual retail units.
Yeah. So Neff, what you think about this Call of Duty? Oh, I'm sorry, Neff is muted. Snow Bunny over.
Oh no, I'm here. I was just typing, so I don't want you guys to hear that.
Oh no, so what you think about the COD stuff, man?
I think it's very interesting. It's something that we're probably gonna freak out a lot by right now, but Microsoft will come out or Activision will come out and they'll get it all sorted out. But it is interesting that, as you can see, you can easily upgrade with the PS version. But the Xbox version is just kind of unclear on that, even though Microsoft's really pushing smart delivery. So I don't really think it's anything on Microsoft's end. It's probably an error on Activision's end or what have you, but I'm sure it'll get sorted out soon, at least.
Right.
I don't know if it's an error. I think it's like kind of
you think they're just bypassing the smart delivery thing, or
I mean, and also
people are going to be out there that just don't know the difference, and they're going to fuck up and buy the wrong one. There's going to be a lot of fucking hiccups that come with this changing of generations.
But I think that's up to Microsoft to go ahead and be like, Activision, you can't do that, and I'm sure they will fix it.
I mean, but that's also the weird thing with Ubisoft. And what game is that's coming out? Those 3 games that's coming out from Ubisoft. If you buy the collector's editions, the Xbox versions are only all digital. Are they trying to push you to go strictly all digital? There's not going to be a physical disc in those 3 collector's editions for Xbox. But in PlayStation, they're giving PlayStation fans an option. You can pick a digital game from it, or you can pick a physical game in the collector's editions.
I heard that's just in the UK, though, for whatever reason.
In the UK only?
Yeah, Ubisoft game that's what I read. So I don't know. Maybe it's here too, but I read it's only in the UK right now.
Maybe they just don't want to make them, and they're just like, we're not making 2 because over here there's a lot more PlayStation users than Xbox, so we don't want to, whatever.
Yes. See, that's been their strategy at the beginning of the generation. So, and most of the time, this generation is these consoles will always come with the digital code instead of the physical game for Xbox. It's been like that all gen. So that's definitely their strategy. They've been doing that for a while.
Call of Duty's also gonna run at 120. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they said it. Yep, 120. I'm assuming the multiplayer, not the campaign.
Well, yeah, the multiplayer, and I'm sure it's like a reduced resolution. But like I've been saying, a lot of games you see at 60 frames, like racing, shooters like a Call of Duty. I wouldn't be surprised if they aim for 120 this upcoming gen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. They always say that like we're aiming for a 60 base, 120. For a lot of a lot of games that can handle it. I just want to know like, are they going to have ray tracing in those 120s?
Yeah, I think that's what's going to have to take a hit. Maybe it goes to only software ray tracing if they do implement it. But to be honest, if you're playing like competitively, like how we do the triple B matches and stuff, I would totally switch to the 120 mode for that at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
And see, and with that said, I'm not even looking forward to like the biggest visual leap, to tell you the truth, man, because some of these games look good as hell right now. So I'm just always pushing for that frame rate, man, the increase in frames.
Yeah. Oh, Project Storm, do you have a PC?
Yeah, I do.
All right. So have you gamed it to 120 or?
Nah, not yet. I'm thinking about upgrading though. I can't lie to you, man.
Oh man, because I know if Mouse was here, he's gamed a few times at 120. So like, it's hard to explain it. Like maybe Tsunami can experience it one time, but basically, like, you can play even an old game like a Halo Reach, Halo 3, whatever, because I was playing the MCC on my computer, and at 120, that thing looks lifelike sometimes. Like, it looks crazy, and people are like, how does a game look better if it's at a higher frame rate? It's because it becomes more realistic. Like, you don't see the world at, I mean, it's a weird way to say it, but you don't see the world at 30 frames per second, even though that's not correct at all to say it that way. But, like, yeah, when things are moving at a faster pace, more smooth and stuff, it just looks more realistic. And, like, it's just crazy. Even an old game like Halo 3 just looks amazing at just 120. Same assets.
Basically,
and it's easier on the eyes, too.
It erases the so, like, your eye doesn't have a limit for how many, like,
exactly.
frames, right? But when it's high enough, you can no longer perceive a frame. So it looks lifelike. That's what they mean.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like a war dog was coming at me, and I was like, "Whoa, that shit is like right there!" Like, God.
Yeah. And then also, like, people are different. Some people can't see past 70. Some people can see up to 240. Like, it's very dependent on the person and to a degree your age. They say the older you are, the less you can see.
The younger people really experience that.
Yeah, I'm right about that.
Yeah.
So Call of Duty is on its way back. The game looks great, though. Just my opinion, it looks great to me. So anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and move on with another topic. So, Tsunami, let me ask you, bro. What do you think about this Wasteland 3 reviews? Now, the game is getting pretty decent reviews. Is that what, 86 right now?
Yeah, so it'll probably drop to what, an 84 after a bunch of them come in.
Yeah, so
I think I end up like kind of like Gears.
Now, the thing is, I saw some Xbox guys, bragging about it. Some PlayStation guys, it's a multiplat. But I think why some Xbox guys is bragging about it because it's a first-party team that made the game, and their next game is supposed to be a big AAA RPG. I don't think it would be the same type of real-time strategy. Like, no, it's not real-time strategy. What is it? Turn-based? I don't know what Wasteland 3 is, but it's going to be a big AAA RPG using Unreal Engine 5. They already confirmed that. So I think that's why some Xbox guys is, take that. Yeah, look at it. This is not Game Pass fodder. So Sue, what you think about that, bro? Are you going to play the game? I'm definitely going to give it a chance.
Listen, I play anything that comes to Game Pass, whether it be Microsoft or third party. Anything that's new that comes out, I typically give it a try. And I think the reason why people are championing it is because for the most part, outside of Bleeding Edge, most of those games have been reviewed, received well. I'd say even going back to what was the last bad game? In your opinion, what was the last bad game outside of Bleeding Edge?
Honestly, I didn't think Crackdown campaign was bad at all, but maybe Crackdown 3.
Okay, so Crackdown came out when? Beginning of last year?
It came in February, I believe February of 2019.
Yeah, okay. So since then, Microsoft has been in first party studios and deals like Ori 2 and stuff like that. their games have been received well. Like either the community or just the amount of people that play it, or the amount of buys on Steam. Like, I know people say, "Oh, that's not for the streets," and they're still the games that they're making. People are liking them compared to years ago when there was 0 games coming out, or 1 a year, or 2 a year. We've had more games in this current year than we've had almost 5 years of Xbox when they dropped off. So, whenever people say, "Oh, that's just Xbox Game Pass fodder," but it's still reviewing well, it's still selling well, that means people are liking these games. So anything positive is a plus. Is it my type of game? I don't know, but guess what? I might like those type of games because I've never played it before. I've played lots of different types of games that I haven't played before because, quote unquote, Xbox is trying to turn me into a PC guy. but those games, if they're interesting to me, I feel like it doesn't matter who the game is built for. It's built for entertainment.
Yeah,
says the guy who built a PC at the beginning of this gen.
Come on.
Not even at the beginning of this gen. At the end of this gen.
Let's see. We don't have Marty Moss, so nobody's here to downplay it. So I'm gonna have to do something. That's cool that these games are rating well. That's cool that these games are rating well. Stadia. But they're not AAA.
Yeah. I was about to say that, Neff. I was about to say that. These are some good games, but they're not those that shit. Like, I think the last big AAA game that reviewed decently was probably Gears 5. And a lot of people say, "Oh, this is just another Gears," but I actually enjoy Gears 5.
It was a really good game.
Yeah, I enjoy Gears 5.
I think it's a good game.
Punks like Chris still.
Do you know what it is?
Because you got.
I don't know if anybody's played Gears recently. Actually, I haven't played it recently, but I've seen the updates they've added, and a lot of that really should have been there day one. In my opinion, the Coalition always got caught with. And I don't know if it's because of Microsoft or maybe Rod Ferguson was just pushing it, but I always thought the game came out just too early. Like maybe 6 months to a year, a little too early. Because if they had the updates there day one, I honestly think it would have been like a much higher score.
Do you know
the Metacritic and even just fan perception. I think people would have enjoyed the game much more.
Yeah, even Z, he said, "Oh my god, this feels way different."
Yeah, exactly.
And post up stuff. Well, you know what I think is going to become a thing next gen is the re-review, because the first re-review I saw personally was Sea of Thieves, and they reviewed it and they gave it a 8 on IGN, and they said it was great. I think a lot of these games that are meant to be I don't want to call them games as a service per se, but games that have long tails that continually update their game and add on to it.
I don't think games as a service is like this bad connotation people try to give. Like people say like, okay, well, games as a service automatically bad. Well, do you hate GTA? Do you hate Red Dead? Those are games as a services, no matter how much you don't want to admit it. I see it right here in the chat. Gears Tactics. That's a very good point, Emmanuel A. Gears Tactics. I think Coalition was helping to develop that at the same time, or at least had some people on that. And even that has some features that Gears 5 really could have used, like their customization in Gears Tactics is so much better than what you see in Gears 5. So I just think, I don't know who's pushing for Gears to come out that soon. Maybe because Xbox is lacking in the game department, but maybe if the Coalition just had more time, they could make a much better product. I'm telling you.
And that's what Phil was talking about. Like, now they have more studios, they don't have to like rely on hitting these dates so that if Gears needs another, however long to cook, or another game needs whatever, they don't have to push it out because they have content to fill it out.
That's true. In all fairness, the Microsoft solution back in the day was getting a second party deal, which I really think they probably should do for the meantime, because we know Halo's gonna need longer in the oven than people probably think. Just saying. But it's just a thing to consider. I don't think the Coalition is a bad series or anything. I think if they were given more time, Gears 5 would have came out even better than what it reviewed as.
And mind you, a lot of those reviews were based on like the multiplayer being, janky at launch.
And that's another thing too. They didn't have time to polish. Even the beta that didn't come out in time. It really didn't. But back on topic about the whole Game Pass thing. That's what the real topic was. So is Game Pass a valuable service that can put out good quality games and not take a hit on quality? Now we can see this in their smaller, more AA that they're doing phenomenal. Now Gears 5, that as we said, was a good game. Now it didn't quite step up as much as it needed to. I think because it came out a little too soon. Hopefully Halo Infinite is the game that really shows that Game Pass isn't taking a hit on the quality. On its first showing, I'm not going to lie, it was kind of hard to argue those people down, but it's up to 343 to knock us away next time to show the game in a much better light.
Right.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So. Yeah. I was just going through another.
Yeah. Like Moss says, it's up to 343 to make Halo Infinite the Mandalorian to Microsoft's service.
Yeah. And I was arguing with Z. He's like, "Oh, something. Xbox ain't got no big AAA games." I said, "Okay, so what would you have them do?" He's like, "Oh, well, Sony." And I said, "Okay, but right now, what would you have them do? They just bought the studios that are making the games that you're claiming we don't have. Do you want the games to drop now? Because I could have swore most games take 3, 4, 5 years to make, and they only started working on the games 2 years ago.
I don't know. We're gonna have Hellblade too. People ain't talking about that no more.
And let me see that. And let me say this right quick. I mentioned this in my video earlier. I saw this video. I said the most difficult part about being an Xbox guy right now is the wait. We've been waiting.
Yeah,
that's the most difficult part right now. We see they have the power, they have the services, which are important, but we want the games. Now we have games, but we want. Now these games are great, like the ones they have now. This year. But it would be even better if a bigger game launched in the middle of it, like a bigger game launched in maybe April and a big game launching in September. So
yeah, that's what they're trying to eventually, do.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're getting there. Yeah. They're getting there, but it's still a waiting game. So we got to be honest.
And do you know what makes a waiting game worse, Dirt? Because, I mean, to be fair, at PlayStation, they had PlayStation consumers wait for a little bit. But what they at least did was they kept showing the games coming. Yeah. Now, to be fair, Microsoft did announce Fable and stuff. To be fair, that is great what they did. Right. But honestly, what we need to see from Microsoft is these gameplay demos now. Because, like, Avowed looks great. Fabled, awesome, right? Now, if next year we see some gameplay demos from something like that, Forza. Or maybe the Initiative game, and yeah, of course, Forza, but maybe the Initiative's game, people won't really mind winning. Because, to be fair, I think you got to give them until... midway through 2021, because that's the first year of the generation. The generation hasn't quite started yet. So that first E3 or whatever, they show some game demos and show some more IP or whatever. I think we can be off to a good start. That's the way PlayStation did it.
I agree, and it worked for them. I remember when Xbox guys was making fun of PlayStation at the beginning.
Yeah, that was really.
They announced their game too far out, but if you look back at it. That actually worked because, announcing God of War 2 years early.
Yeah, 2 years is fine.
Yeah, 2 years is fine. It actually hyped those guys up, and so it worked for them. So, but let me ask Storm a question. Hey, Storm, are you rock out with Gears, bro?
I love Gears, man. I can't lie. I was on the multiplayer not too long ago, and I can't believe how far the game has really come as far as just like having it just feels good on the X, man. That's what I'm trying to say. It feels good. The graphics are still spectacular, even though I know that now next generation, what they could do to me is they can add some more in the backgrounds and stuff, like bumping up the visuals and the draw distance and all that kind of stuff, man. And the game, I could play that game right now, and to me, I'd be happy with it just being 120 frames per second at launch. You know what I'm saying? That's just me now. That's how good the damn game looks and feels, and I love everything about it. I haven't even completed the campaign because I've been waiting for it to come out on the Series X, man.
Oh, hey, you know what's crazy about the campaign? Wow. I think a lot of people don't talk about Gears 5 campaign. That shit is running in 60.
Yeah,
a steady 60. It is.
Too. And they said like PC equivalent, like ultra settings or some shit, or a little bit above or whatever.
Yeah, the shit looks amazing, man, and that shit running in 60. So. That's something. I think the Coalition is one of those studios, man, that people really don't look at like they should because they've only made Gears games. But even Digital Foundry said that they are one of the best teams. They're masters. Yeah, they said masters. They use the word masters at using Unreal Engine 4, and maybe same thing with 5. So yeah, people just don't. I thought Gears 5 was a great game, man. Maybe because it was another Gears title, people was like, like maybe because the stiff was a skiff.
But PlayStation, they have a lot of sequels that y'all looking forward to. So I don't think a game should be diminished just because it's a sequel. It's a sequel because the game is respected and it's successful. So right. I think there's enough change. Like you go out and buy COD, you go out and buy 2K, Madden, FIFA, all this stuff. Those games don't even have that much change in it, but y'all buy them every year. So like, I don't get why you say, "Oh, just another so and so."
Well, but it's because it's an Xbox game. Yeah. Like nobody like cries about Mario 1800 game shit.
Yeah, like
even
there's only been one.
Other people Halo. Don't, but I don't rock with Mario all like that.
Oh, you don't?
No, the big things that everybody thinks all Nintendo fans love, I'm not super huge fans of.
Oh, you don't like Zelda, you say, right?
I'm not fond of Zelda.
I think what it really boils down to, like, it's wrong to say you can't release another Halo Gears of Forza. Those games are going to come out, right? That it's just going to. But they need to show other big AAA games outside of that, and they're working on that. Fable's finally returning, and the Initiative, I'm going to just assume they have a AAA. I think it's safe to say that.
Yeah.
And some other studios, maybe Compulsion could surprise us. What was that? In Exile, right? What if they do actually make a AAA game? Who knows? I mean, Wasteland just reviewed well. Who knows if they take a stab at AAA? Maybe Undead Labs finally makes a AAA with State of K3. I don't know. It'll be a fool me once type thing. So we'll see about that. But
they have some games coming, and I just really want those games to be quality, like you said, Neff. Like State of K3, I love the State of K series, and I really want that game to be quality. And they're under Microsoft now, so we'll see what happens. Fable, Avowed. We still, like you said, we still don't know about the Initiatives game yet. We don't know about Coalition game yet. We don't know about Compulsion game yet.
Yeah, they made a point to say, during their last show, we only showed off 7 or 8 or whatever they said of our studios. So stay tuned for more news from the rest of us.
I mean, I wanted the show to really go all out, but I think they're just holding off some of these games for around the pre-order of the Series X.
Yeah.
What we can see. I know you can argue all you want, but I think there's a standstill between Microsoft and Sony on that. I really do.
Absolutely, man. I mean, I think it's obvious at this point, the standoff. So, but speaking of PlayStation, they actually finally, the pre-orders, they're not open, but
they're coming. Now they're coming.
Yeah, because some PlayStation guys, or if you're, like you got emails saying that, yo, we will give you guys the notification when the pre-orders will be available. So they're definitely coming, and they have to. Xbox shouldn't be too far behind. Shit, it's about to be September.
Right.
Facts.
Yeah, I got one.
What's crazy? Like, I save them on Microsoft points, and once you redeem them, you have 90 days to spend them. So I always held off on, redeeming them because I wanted to pre-order the system. Now I'm at the point where I can get them today and not have to worry about them expiring, because that's how
close we are. Because of 90 days, right? It's like in 90 days, you might as well shit. So I'm probably gonna do the Best Buy thing. I might do the online thing. I don't know.
Hold on, I saw a tweet from my guest Definers talking. I forgot what site that was, but they're talking about PlayStation fans get access first or something like that through PlayStation Store.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
but I'm saying like before Best Buy, he said the pre-orders are going to be through PlayStation directly, and those are limited.
Is this like the latest pre-orders ever? Like they're basically having Microsoft go in like September at this point.
This is
because Sony's probably going. What do you say this week? Do you think it's this week?
I don't. This week is kind of late. Gamescom is what, tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, so I think it's this week they'll start the pre-orders for PS5.
Do you think they'll drop them both?
Prices at that point too?
Well, yeah, I think it's coming this week. I mean, they're sending out these emails, so isn't it pretty soon then?
Yeah, I mean,
early next week.
Okay, or next week, fine.
Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy because, like you said, it's September. I understand the COVID and the effect it has had on the industry.
Nah, this is beyond that.
Brother, it is September.
Yeah, I think it's the Rona on top of their standstill.
Yeah,
I really do.
And then in that I guess the Best Buy thing, they're talking about their warning, or they're telling the fans that this is going to be expensive by having like a certain length of time to pay it off with the Best Buy card or whatever. I guess anything that's like the Switch is like a year or something like that. And then like the Series X, I mean the One X, when it came out, it had like a 18-month to 24-month, and they're saying this is already showing, I guess, 24 months. So it's going to be possibly 500 and above already, which, to a degree, we already kind of knew.
Yeah, we expect the Series X to be at least 500.
Didn't know this, but we already knew this. But they're saying it's going to be 24-month financing. So for Best Buy, as far as how Best Buy works, it has to be a certain amount for you to get 24 months.
Yeah. Yeah, man. There's actually a couple things I really wanted to talk about with the PlayStation. So tomorrow. Oh well, first, let me say this: with the pre-orders, it said that I guess they're saying there's going to be a limited amount of PlayStation consoles available.
Do you think? Well, here's my tinfoil hat thing. Now we know PlayStation has taken down all of their digital goods from other stores, right? And you have to get, if you want something digital, you have to go through their store only. And then they're coming out with a console that's digital only, so therefore they get all of the money from selling their games digitally. By saying that your pre-orders have to come through us for the first initial bunch, do you think they're kind of trying to hoard the early ones so that they don't have to pay the retailers?
Nah, I don't know. Maybe you're thinking too much about that. I don't know.
So why would they offer first access through the PlayStation Store only?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I guess you're just thinking about it more than me. I'm just like, whatever. So yeah.
I've never seen them say only through our store compared to like Amazon or Best Buy.
And I don't know. It's a good question. But yeah, so they're saying they're going to have a limited amount of PlayStation 5s available, which is which is expected because it's going to sell pretty well. You guys know it is, so it's definitely going to sell well. ATL, let me put this on the screen. My boy ATL with the $5. Since Microsoft is making games on PlayStation, Minecraft Dungeons, Minecraft, and Wasteland 3, do you think Microsoft have a PS5 dev kit or they have with the PS4 dev? I'm sure they have access to one. In Microsoft, they should have access.
Well, the thing is the company that makes it for them would have the access to the
absolutely.
dev kit.
Yeah,
so Mahjong has the dev kits,
which is a first party studio. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, and Exile, who made Wasteland 3, and yeah, you're right.
And probably called Obsidian.
Obsidian, yeah, who made the Outer Worlds. So yeah, you're right. You're definitely right about that. So anything else about this topic before we move on about the PlayStation stuff?
Are we at 90% yet?
No. Y'all talk 90% about PlayStation on y'all Xbox podcast. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Hey, Sue, man, don't get me started back up.
But this isn't an Xbox podcast, so wouldn't that be like contradictory?
No, it was just a shot.
No, we talk about on Monday, so they said we thought, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, you guys need to track that on Monday's show.
Yeah, we got to track it.
Well, apparently they don't know which show is which because they thought she was on the timer. So,
oh Lord.
Yeah, so it's crazy. So Gamescom 2020 and Jeff Keighley, y'all boy Jeff Keighley.
That's still funny. I'm sorry, y'all, but that's funny to me.
First, before he talk, before I talk about what he said, let's talk about some of the content debuts for Xbox game. I'm sorry, not Xbox, from Gamescom. Tomorrow starts at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. That's all. That's the only time that matters since we're all Americans here. I'm sorry about the chat. What is
I'm American.
CEST? Is that I don't know.
CES is Central Standard Time.
Oh,
1 p.m. right?
Let's say 8 p.m. Now I ain't Central Standard Time. That's some other shit. So anyway, there's some content debuts from 2K, Activision, Bandai Namco, Bethesda, Blizzard, Bungie, Deep Silver, Devolver, Electronic Arts, Frontier, Focus Home, Gearbox, Head Up Games, PlayStation, Warner Brother Games, Xbox Game Studios, and more. So they're gonna show some stuff tomorrow. So they got my attention. It might not be great, but I would like to see what they show. Now back to our boy Jeff Keighley. I always say Jeff Keighley, yes, he's a PlayStation fan, no doubt about it. He personally doesn't bother me like he bothers some Xbox guys. I kind of say whatever, I know he's the media, and he definitely is biased for PlayStation, but he doesn't bother me. Yesterday, he was on the podcast with Ryan McCaffrey, and he said something that I guess the internet got a hold of, and I think J-Dub changed his name to it. So the PlayStation guys are really running with it. He said that Xbox Game Pass is like basic cable. Meanwhile, PlayStation is more like premium channels. Oh,
no, he said he did mention HBO in there also. I saw the clip of it.
Yeah, because he said HBO. He said the PlayStation stuff is like HBO, right?
Yeah, he said something about. He said Xbox is like basic. Xbox Game Pass is like basic cable, whereas PlayStation is like cable with HBO.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he.
I thought he said Xbox Game Pass is like basic cable without HBO or something.
And he was making a comparison between the two.
Oh, okay.
See, like basic cable is like all the basic channels.
Yeah.
Like ET, USA, with the premium channels, the HBO, the Stars.
Showtime, Stars, yeah.
So he's saying that the PlayStation games is like premium channels. Meanwhile, Xbox Game Pass is the basic cable. Now, let me say this. My Xbox brothers, I need y'all to listen to me for a second. Don't get mad. I'm gonna tell you why.
I just thought the shit was funny.
My Xbox brothers, don't get mad.
I'm on Xbox. I play games, not watch movies.
Oh shit! But I'm gonna tell you, don't be mad. I'm gonna tell you why. Xbox. Let's be real. Xbox hasn't shown anything, any gameplay that's blown us away yet. Gameplay, not to say game.
Yeah.
Hellblade, hey, that shit looks incredible, but we need to see some actual gameplay. I'm not going to say that PlayStation has shown anything to blown us away for the PS5 yet, but if you just think about the two games they dropped this year, it was pretty good games, like Ghosts and The Last of Us 2. So Xbox they're still playing catch up, and they have to catch up. We all know they're making these games, so we're in the waiting phase. Like me and Next said earlier, the hardest part about being an Xbox guy right now is the wait, and we have to wait. So Jeff Keighley can say shit like that right now because Xbox hasn't shown anything yet. You know what I'm saying? And Jeff Keighley also said he's seen some upcoming PlayStation 5 games. So plus he's biased. Plus, he's an absolute pony, and he's biased. So,
well, I mean, to be fair, he did say Xbox has good games coming, but they're like 2 to 3 years away.
Yeah, which they are. So that's why I said, don't be mad about it.
What did Ryan McCaffrey say back to him?
I don't probably nothing.
Probably Ryan McCaffrey's like, damn.
He was sitting there because Ryan came out with that little tweet about next gen hardware being held back by previous gen, and he stopped drinking his Kool-Aid or something. He just kind of sat there just looking like muted, like he was just sitting there like, yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, that demo right there, that killed that narrative. That should kill that one.
Which one? What?
Like Halo's demo went ahead and killed that whole. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, and Ryan.
I see nobody capping for it anymore.
Yeah, Ryan came out and said it that he's no longer drinking that same the hardware's not holding back next gen Kool-Aid, and he kind of was just sitting there when Ryan said that, kind of sitting there like he wanted to nod and agree with him, but he just held his professionalism.
I mean, at least call it Netflix.
My boy Freddie Fox said that Jeff said he actually said you don't want Game Pass to end up like basic cable. I gotta listen to that again because I swore he said Game Pass is like basic cable. Maybe I gotta listen to it again.
Maybe I did too.
Yeah, let's do it again. Geekhead 188 with the I'm sorry, wrong one.
What, Geekhead 188 with the $4.99?
Yeah.
Yep. I'll do a Jeff with what Batman did to the best things in their new trailer.
Damn, girl, you clean your glasses off?
Oh, I'm sorry.
The best thugs. He said,
Yeah,
I'll do
best
to Jeff
thugs.
what Batman did to the best thugs in the new Batman trailer. Yeah, so I take it Geek Cat is not a Jeff Keighley fan.
Man, I'm
He's talking about the Batman where he was busting his ass. Yeah, that shit was graphic.
Yeah. Jeff Keighley, let's just put it 100% out there. After he did all that capping for Death Stranding and found out that, and not even for the fact of the game, but found out he's personal friends with Kojima and was in the game. That kind of like killed a lot of his credibility with me, at least. I don't know about everybody else, but that killed a lot of his credibility. Now, he does say shit that crack me up, but most of what he says goes off my radar.
Yeah. So let me see if y'all can hear. I don't know if y'all can hear this. Let me see. I'm trying to see exactly what he said. You probably can't hear.
5 great machines.
Okay, I hear it.
The controller, which I've got really cool, an amazing lineup of first-party games. I mean, Xbox, is playing a different game and is, I think the Game Pass stuff is a really compelling story. I think Xbox has to, really deliver the great first-party games, right? I mean, that's always sort of the challenge for them. And, I think Halo had its challenges, last week when they showed it. And I hope that's going to really, shape up to be an awesome launch game for them. I think Sony has a really strong story to tell. We don't know what the price is there, but I mean, I'm really excited about some of the games that I've seen there and, Sony's mastery of these incredibly rich single player experiences. I think Xbox has a really good story about value for gamers around a lot of diversity of choices. I think their challenge is, I think Sony's challenge will be sort of like the price and the premium experience and making sure that people are able to sort of, purchase into that this year. Xbox's challenge, I think, is that Game Pass is great, but it's got to have the really great flagship games in it, right? And you don't want it to sort of be like your basic cable package where it's like, hey, it's a lot of cool stuff, but like what I really want is HBO. Okay. And it's like, those games are outside of Game Pass. And I don't know. I tend to think people, they care more about the really big game.
Freddie Fox is right. He said you don't want it to be like basic cable. You're right, Freddie. Yep. Thanks, brother. Thank you, brother. He said you don't. And you know what? I'm sorry. He's not wrong, y'all. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, after hearing that,
definitely not wrong.
I don't think it was a bad statement. I don't think it was hating.
Yeah. I think we're so defensive about these ponies and like people like Jeff Keighley. He's not really wrong. Thanks, Freddie. He's not really wrong what he said.
It depends on the context, you know what I mean? And the context, obviously, you can hear it right there firsthand. Like he wasn't putting it in a way of bashing Game Pass. He was saying we all want it to be better.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Juby said, is it Juby? I'm sorry, bro. The statement is out of context. Like I said, we're so defensive. Our Xbox, we're as Xbox fans, we're so defensive because this generation, PlayStation kicked Xbox teeth in, and we had to battle ponies all generations. So we're so defensive. If you listen to that clip that I just played, it wasn't that bad, and he wasn't wrong with what he said. He can't say I still break his legs. Damn, Geek.
I don't blame him. I don't like him either.
Yeah, I mean, so Xbox Game Pass is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I always say, wait until those games like Fable, Halo Infinite, Gear 6, or whatever the initiative is making, Avowed. Wait till those games are ready. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Then nobody can deny the greatness of Game Pass. Then they can say Game Pass fought your Battletoads or Wasteland 3 or Bleeding Edge. They can say that now. But wait until those games are ready. Hellblade 2. Wait until those games are ready. And then nobody can say anything negative about Game Pass unless you're just strictly an Xbox hater. But at the end of the day, I don't think Ryan McCaffrey was. I'm sorry, Jeff Keighley. I don't think he said anything wrong. I really don't. They do need those bigger games in the service, So, y'all got anything else about this? Thanks again, Freddie, for pointing that out, bro.
Nope.
Nothing else. Okay, let's move on. What time it is? what time it is. So Fall Guys, I'm gonna say this: Fall Guys is the most downloaded PlayStation Plus game ever. I want to play that shit. Is that shit really fun like that?
That shit's hilarious, bro.
Yes, it is, man. I mean, it's shit that if you put everybody on that shit at the same time, you're gonna laugh your ass off, man.
Yeah,
Straight up.
That game's funny as hell.
How many players play at? Like
64, I think.
Oh, for real?
In one session, yeah.
Something like that. No, I thought it was like 50.
Shit, it's something around that number. Maybe I'm thinking about Bomberman or whatever. That's I think both of them are around 60. Can the chat help us out with that if y'all can?
I want to play
the game. It's just fun, bro.
I want to play because I don't have PSN because I don't play any multiplayer games on my PlayStation. But I really want to play that shit. Hopefully, it comes to Xbox eventually, man. Because I ain't about to get PSN just for that shit.
You don't got PC.
It looks like it would be a fun Switch game. So if it comes to Switch, I might pick it up.
Who made it?
Yeah, that would be a cool Switch game.
I think a Digital Devolver is who published it. I think.
Yeah, I forgot.
Devolver.
Man, shit, I could tell you in a second though. Hold on. Damn, I was just
Devolver low key makes a lot of games that I like. Like they have the best
Carry On game, right?
Carry On. They made Carry On.
Carry On was a good game.
They did. Didn't they do my friend Pedro?
Mediatonic.
Okay, Mediatonic.
Yeah. Hey yo, hey McGee here said we don't play Kitty. Remember? Hey, they ain't got no other multiplayer games to play. Shit. So they said they might as well play this shit.
Hey yo.
Are you talking about Nintendo?
No.
Whatever happened to that Predator game, Dirt?
Ass.
Yo, so my little bro Von Toon, he capped so much for PlayStation. He say nothing on Xbox is appealing to him to the point where I was gonna give him my 1S. He turned it down, saying, "I'm gonna play on that. There's nothing to play, nothing that I'm interested in." But he would turn around and he play Fall Guys for hours. And then turn around and I guess Levon Kaysen, he gave him a free code to Super Lucky Tail. I said, "What? Come on, you gotta stop all this kind of
Hey, I like Super Lucky Tail. I like Super Lucky Tail. I never did finish
it. But no, it's not a point that it's good or bad.
It's
it's just
play Burly Man Ass C and Platinum it. Like, come on, Ron. You just stop capping.
Yo, I can tell you one thing I don't want to see. I don't want to see this shit continue to be like a major trend because I'm seeing it on Stadia where they're talking about outcasters and stuff like that, right? It's gonna be, it's not similar, but it's close enough. I don't want to see that shit take over, you know what I'm saying? And now everybody follow the leader like they do with everything else, Battle Royale and all that. I don't want to see another like 1,000 Fall Guys clones and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. Hey, because you're right, because that's how the industry goes. They see what's successful because like Overwatch was the shit. You see a bunch of clones. Yeah, so that's a great point, Storm. We don't want to see a bunch of that shit.
I don't, man.
But to a degree, they have those type of games. It's basically like a race, right? I've seen that 2D style, race game where like everybody has to, go through these obstacles and you can beat each other up on the side and all this kind of stuff. They just made it into a more 3D, fun looking type of game. So it's not really new, but I can see how other people might, fall into the trap of, trying to.
Yeah, and I definitely don't hate it. You know what I'm saying? Just like I love the Battle Royale genre and everything, man. But it's just, you don't want to get oversaturated. And then you start seeing shit that happened to PUBG with, like the bots now and everything.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to jump on the newest Battle Royale, so they leave the other ones and shit. Even though PUBG is one of the dopest ones, in my opinion. Fortnite is just, man, that shit just won't die, man. I'm tired of and I got a personal problem with that because my son, I looked at my bank account. This mug is like $9 on scans and shit like every week, man.
Damn, bro.
Like, yo, I had to cut him short. I'm like, yo, next month you get one scan, mother. You do some chores, you might get another.
You hit him with happy birthday.
You got to earn it.
Well, just hope that Apple slows it down some.
I mean, he still got a console, so.
But I would give Fortnite credit for one thing because, like, my oldest daughter, she loves it when she comes over here. She play it. It has evolved. Like they have vehicles now. Like like PUBG hasn't really evolved. I haven't played it in a while.
I mean, it's just authentic, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about PUBG. Like, I love PUBG. Yeah, nothing else is like a chicken dinner, man. You get the victory royale, that shit ain't the same.
Yeah, I love PUBG.
You know what I mean?
So you don't like Warzone?
Oh yeah, it was on
dope. Warzone is dope. I don't know how I feel about the gulag and being the gulag, whatever the fuck it is, and then you bringing me back to life. You paying for me to come back to life and shit. I done killed your ass. I want you to be dead, motherfucker. So
I always get popped in the gulag. My boys always got to help, like, save my ass. So all right, it was a good discussion. So let's go. Let's talk about the initiative again, because I meant to talk about it earlier when we were talking about the initiative. Let me share my screen, but they're still hiring, and they're hiring their ass off. Now, Daryl Gallagher, who's of course the head at the initiative, he said, I'm very excited to share some of the latest newcomers to Team Initiative. And then he got a whole bunch of names. Now, I don't know who the hell these people are. I have no clue. But I do know some of the studios they have come from. And Bungie, Naughty Dog, Crystal Dynamics, Sony Santa Monica, Respawn. And the initiative is really getting a lot of talent. And we don't know what game they're working on. Rumor is it's Perfect Dark. At first, Jeff Grubb said it was Perfect Dark. Now he kind of backtracked, said it's probably in the world of Perfect Dark. But the initiative is really trying to be, in my opinion, one of those top studios. Like, that studio, those studios, when they're about to drop a game, the shit gonna be 90 or high 80s or 90s.
Like a CD Projekt Red or something like that.
Yeah, like a CD Projekt Red or Naughty Dog or it's gonna be fire. Or
Rockstar.
Yeah. They're trying to be that type of studio. And will they be that? I don't know. But I think it's pretty impressive with the talent they're getting. And that was their strategy, to put their studio in Santa Monica, California. That's all the talent is. That's what Naughty Dog is. That's where Rockstar is. That's where Insomniac is. Like, what else is there? That's where all the talent is. And
didn't they get some people from Square too?
Probably. I'm not sure, but I think that's the strategy, man. They wanted that. They want that Naughty Dog type studio. Now, I'm not saying they're going to be as good as Naughty Dog, but
I wouldn't doubt it, Dirt, man. You got to see the devs, where the devs are coming from and into the studio, man. We're talking Rocksteady, Rockstar, Square Enix, Naughty Dog, fucking all kinds of like great studios.
They're getting a lot of talent, man. And like I said several times already tonight, it's just a waiting game. It's the waiting game for us Xbox guys. Yes, I know. Yeah, I've been waiting all generation. Yeah, well, shit, we're gonna wait a couple more years then. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we've been waiting, man. But Joe Hansel asked a question. I'm gonna put it on the screen, even though he ain't paid, but he the homie. Oh shit. He's the homie. No Nintendo talk. Hey, you know what? We actually have some Nintendo talk from my girl, Snow Bunny, baby. Ain't gonna be too long because my boy Emmanuel, man, come on, Derek, with Nintendo talk.
My son actually got that new Paper Mario shit.
How you like it?
No, he loves it.
Games, man. Stop bringing up that shit, man.
But they just had some direct that they literally stealth dropped and everybody's shitting on it again. No. It was a player direct. Also, there's a rumor that next year they're going to be coming out with a new Switch.
That was what my topic was, Snow Bunny. So go ahead.
Yeah, they're talking about a new Switch, but it'll be like when the Switch is 4 years old, and usually at this time we usually get like a revision of a Switch. If the console's good, we might get a revision. Like the Wii U didn't get a revision; they just canceled that shit out cold flat. So they're talking about a more powerful Switch coming, possibly from some Taipei translation from some Taipei newspaper. But I'm happy that it would happen because I would love to be able to upgrade my Switch. But I'm not holding anything until Nintendo gives official word.
Hey, yo, Snow Bunny. Hey, you know what? I would rather somebody kick me dead in my nuts before I get a Nintendo Switch. I swear on everything.
I
feel like you were damn like, come on, man. You want that? What was that game on Dreamcast?
No, it's okay. I understand the Switch is not for everybody. I understand that, Dirt. But I mean, at least Nintendo is providing us with shit.
Oh, shit. Call out.
Like
Oh, Marcel here. That's
AAA.
like Marcel. Hey, man.
Okay,
Who would pay
but I
Marcel
mean,
for the X game?
but that's the thing. I mean, I understand it, Dirt. Like me personally, I would have loved to get an Xbox One, but nothing came out on it I wanted to play.
You know what? Take that shit back, Snowman. You apologize to us, me, Tsunami, and Devin right now.
Suck it up, Buttercup, and deal with it.
I feel like you're going off of personal opinion, and I can't get mad at that because I ain't gonna change your mind. It has games that I want to play, and plenty games came out there too. Exactly.
Devin's like the kid.
Devin, I lost.
No, because like I said,
I'm talking about Xbox.
Oh,
she said,
I mean, see, that's the thing. Like I said, I understand, Dirt, that you don't want a Switch. I understand it. Stormy is like mad at Nintendo. We're gonna get into that topic a little later at the end, okay, Stormy. But we have stuff going on. But like I said, I understand, Dirt. And like I said, I don't tell anybody they should get a Switch. That's your damn opinion. It's your money. I mean, shit.
Okay, hold on, Dirt. So why don't you like Switch so much? Like, I want to hear.
Why do I like the Switch?
No, born in the
70s.
Huh?
I don't like Switch because I was born in the 70s.
What does that mean?
He's saying he's too old for a Switch. So you don't think there's nothing for you that an adult can play?
No.
I mean, the thing is, like I said, everybody has their personal opinions. Like, people love Sea of Thieves and some people hate Sea of Thieves. I actually wanted to play Sea of Thieves, but the shit's nothing but first person. Like, all the games that I kind of was interested in ended up being first person. So,
hey, you know what? So that's the problem. You could probably play first person games, but the Switch is running 15 frames per second.
Honey,
No.
If you play on the Xbox or the PlayStation,
let's get something straight. My friend was playing Halo on his 360 and was, had the same fucking thoughts you did. Oh, it's higher frame rates. People don't get sick. Let's put it this way. He had to damn near snatch his Xbox controller and his Xbox from in front of me because I was about to hurl on it.
Hey,
you still got to play Hellblade.
That's no bunny problem. You're missing out on great, baby.
I can't help that my body rejects first person view games. I'm not
motion sickness pill.
And see tsunami. The moment I have to pop drugs to play video games is the day I end playing video games.
Hey, sometimes people do that on purpose. They get high and play COD.
I mean, that's some people, but the day I have to take motion sickness pills to play a video game is the day I will stop gaming.
That's like VR. A lot of people like VR, but they can't take it for a long period of time, so they take motion sickness pills.
I mean, VR. When do you think they started noticing people with first-person view issues? That was back in the 80s. That's nothing new.
Okay, Snowbunny. I let you off easy tonight.
You never give me a challenge. What are you talking about?
Oh, man.
I'll talk to you later.
I'm going.
Somebody give me a hard time, y'all. All right, y'all. It's 30 minutes left of the show, so you know what time it is. Hey, it's time to leave. We're leaving early.
Yeah, we out of here.
Yeah, we gotta do this. All right, y'all. Have a good day. Good night. Storm, I want to ask you this, bro. Did you see the WB thing this past weekend?
Run it by me again, real quick.
DC Fandom.
WB thing this past weekend.
No, it's DC Fandom.
I'm sorry, DC Fandom.
No, it's not fandom. It's fandom.
Yeah, fandom.
Yeah, I saw people talking about it. I saw that. I saw the Batgirl and all that, man. I saw the gameplay and all that stuff, man. But I didn't get too deep into it because I'm looking forward to this big show that Gamescom joined tomorrow. I don't know if you're going to talk about that, but I'm looking forward to that. And then I was just going to kind of sum everything up after that show.
Well, I mentioned the games the Gamescom stuff that Jeff Keighley's supposed to do tomorrow.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I heard you mention that, but I had to run out off and on because my son. I'm checking on him off and on. But yeah, I saw the trailer and the other games and and all that stuff. So I'm just, hey, what was your point? What were you about to get to?
Well, no, I was asking you, like, what did you think about the games? The Suicide Squad CGI trailer and also the Gotham Knights gameplay.
Gotham Knights gameplay looked like something that I definitely it looks like it's running on next gen hardware, man. I really liked what I saw. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the animations and stuff they might be able to polish up a little bit more for next gen. It looks like something I'll play, man. I rocks with the Batman series and all that. So the combat looked pretty dope. The way they could tag in and all that stuff, man.
What about Batman not being in it? Are you one of those people that's upset?
You know what? That's a good question, man. I'm not one of those people. It's kind of like, I'm gonna say this right here. It's kind of like Joel, not being in Last of Us. I still enjoyed the game. You get what I'm saying? So some people just flat out won't play a game because of that, man. I'm not.
What if you have to play as Batman Killer though?
I would do it. I would do it, and I do it with pride, man. If that's what they're gonna.
He said, if the Penguin killed Batman, you gotta play the whole game.
Play the Penguin.
He stabbed him to death with his umbrella.
Let me get this chat right quick, y'all.
Yeah, I do it.
With the $5, Dirt. You got to be like your college experimental days. You never know until you try it. What you talking about? A Switch? Nah, man.
He will never try the Switch. That's just him. You
gotta realize
Dirt started out his channel that way by talking shit about Switch.
I'm gonna pull that shit up. Y'all gotta realize I am a man as a child doing the NES, Sega Masters. I never was a Nintendo guy. For some reason, I envy my friends out the street because they had an NES and I had like an Atari 2600. My parents got me a 8-bit system kind of late. But when they told me, hey, what do you want? I said, do you want that Nintendo that your friends are? I said, no, I want a Sega Master System because I was playing Nintendo all the time at their house. I didn't want like the same games. So I got a Sega. Then I just fell in love with Sega. I never really cared for Nintendo to this day. Now, the best Nintendo system to me was a Super Nintendo, and that system was fire.
Yeah, Nintendo was dope.
I didn't really care for the GameCube. I actually bought my daughter a GameCube when she was a kid. Didn't really care for it. Didn't really care for the Wii. The Wii was fun for 2 weeks.
What about the 64?
Nah, man.
No,
64 was all right too. That's
man.
Them blocky ass characters were for me, man.
They weren't blocky
back then it wasn't blocky.
They wasn't. But I just didn't like the 64.
The 64 was a great console in my opinion.
It's just that Dirt was never huge into Nintendo.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna fault you at that.
Hey, that's how I met Snow Bunny, baby.
Actually, that was how he met me.
Like, who was this dude bashing Nintendo?
No, but you know what? Like I said, when you did that video, I was actually looking into the Switch. So that, because I didn't own my Switch at that time. Mm-hmm. So I was looking at YouTube videos of people on the Switch, about the Switch. And yours came up, and I was cracking up because I went through and looked at some of your other, because I already knew there were shields and shit out here. Some people would say one thing, but they secretly have things on the other hand. So I actually went and looked through your channel, and you started doing all those skits, and they were cracking me up, and that's how I subscribed.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to the skits, by the way.
So we just got breaking news. Of course, it's gonna be Halo related. So scoop of the day: Jason Schreier, it's as official as it gets. The mighty at Dinbass, I don't know how you pronounce his name, but following the delay in rocket development of Halo Infinite, Microsoft has re-owned Halo vet Joseph Staten into a top leadership role at developer 343 Industries. Staten returns to the series he helped shape.
Oh, hold on. Isn't that the guy that did Crackdown 3?
I don't, maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, Dirt.
I don't know why you had to remember that, Dirt, out of all the things.
Dirt, don't just saying stuff out loud to you.
Yeah.
Sound crazy unless that's true.
I mean that was kind of
Okay.
spooky.
So that's part of like what I said earlier, but they actually got a name attached.
Okay, but no, this guy, looking at it, he's made some of the best stories when it comes to Halo, like his Contact Harvest books, his Fall of Reach. He just made fantastic works when it comes to the Halo universe. So if he's there at 343 for Halo Infinite, I think whatever he's working on, it's going to be fantastic. Whether it's the story, whether it's whatever he's doing over there.
Hey man, I just want them to get this shit together.
Yeah,
together, man. Get it together. Okay. Thanks. Thank you for that, Nethus. Appreciate it. Let's move right on. So, Snow Bunny. Yeah. So the first video. So my love for the Nintendo Switch, I'm going to show you guys.
Oh Lord, yeah, it was no love there, y'all, none whatsoever.
Now, if you look at this, my first video on this channel, literally, the first video gaming related. I had a video with my mom. My first video. If you look at the date, what's the date at?
It's right there under the video.
Oh yeah, October 20th, 2016. I did one video, and I did like 2 videos of 2016. I didn't become a real guy doing videos until like 2017. You see the name of this shit? Nintendo Switch is trash. This is my first video, y'all, and I got 2,546 views. Now you do see the downvotes. Now I upvoted my own shit. Do y'all see that? I'm gonna give myself a like for this great video. Now I was in my work van. I didn't even have my phone horizontally. I had it vertically, which is a no-no when you're doing videos. And I didn't give a shit. I just didn't care. So as you guys see,
oh, that's funny as hell.
Yeah, I was at work. I said, man, I don't know. It was some video about this. I said, this shit trash. I'm just doing video. And people watched it. They downvoted it. I said, I should do another video. And my next video got like 15 views. I said, damn. So I got to talk about Nintendo. Maybe that's what it did.
Real quick, because the chat's confused. Phantom Kraken, nobody got fired from 343. Basically, there's just new additional leadership. Mm-hmm. Like, this guy basically worked on cinematics from Halo 1 through 3 and helped make some Halo novels. So he's basically there, to help course correct, probably help smoothen out the development, and, probably just make the story come along better.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so nobody got fired. So Victor said, Dirt, you play Battletoads. Yeah, and I enjoyed that shit.
Fatal Mephisto. The developer actually was like, hey, has anybody beaten his time, and retweeted his tweet, and he's like, oh my god, I'm so happy. Like Fatal? Fatal, the developer started following him and stuff for all the work of gameplay and stuff he did of Battletoads.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So like you finished it real quick?
He done played through it 4 times.
Damn.
And he done beat it on every setting. And he had tweeted out, just finished my 4th playthrough of Battletoads, and showed his scores and everything. And the developer picked it up and was like, hey, has anybody beat this tags him, beat his playthroughs of Battletoads. So yeah, the developers are watching us with stuff that we tweeting and stuff about their games and things.
Absolutely. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, what I'm noticing though, y'all, like BG Broken Games, Lower Cognito, like what's the guy that Form? These are some guys that has been invited to these like IGN, IGN. BG was invited to GameSpot. I think that's absolutely amazing. Laura Cognito was on Unlocked the other day. That's absolutely amazing.
a couple. I saw a couple. What's that new Xbox fan guy? He was on Unlocked.
Neo
Spark.
I'm sorry, Neo Spark. And I think that's absolutely amazing that people in our community, even though they're obviously like been in it like way before me, but people in our community are actually being recognized, man. Actually, brothers. People.
Yeah, what's the other guy's name from I
got Neo.
Oh, you talking about Lord Cognito?
No, the bald guy. He looked
Paris.
Yeah, Paris. I saw him on IGN before too.
Yeah, man. So
And
I mean, yeah.
And Neo GameSpark, the guy, the new Xbox guy.
Mhm.
Well, he was a PlayStation guy. Then he got a Switch. And I mean, he was being honest about Nintendo and stuff like that. Nintendo invited him to E3.
Nice.
I think the last E3 he got invited to by Nintendo, and he's like, "Yo," he said, "I don't talk." He's like not mad, like he tells Nintendo their faults. He likes the Switch, but he's honest with them. Hey, y'all need to do this, 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 and this. And he was actually shocked that they invited him to E3 because of his views on him.
Yeah. Yeah, but excuse me, but I'm just happy. I'm happy for those guys because that's great for us gamers in this community, seeing some guys of color. Well, it's not just a black thing, but just guys from our community being recognized, and I absolutely love that, man. Those guys in the Iron Lords podcast, I love that, man. So I'm really happy for all of those guys. BG, like I always talk about BG because he's a guy I've been listening to for a long time, even though he's more of a PlayStation guy. I always felt he was fair with the things that he would say. If PlayStation messed up, he will call their asses out. When, of course, when Xbox messed up, he will call them out. But he's always been fair to me, and like shout out to all those guys, man. And I hope they get many more guys from our community. You know what I'm saying? To be on those shows, to guest star on those shows. So because our opinions count also, and it's good to hear that they're letting some of the guys in our community on those shows to speak our opinion. So, all right, I'm supposed to be doing like, do you give a shit? I forget.
Yeah, possibly.
I thought that was a new staple now.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, it is.
The end
Yeah,
of the show type of thing.
but the thing so crazy, Snow Bunny, is that Neo GameSpark, when Nintendo invited him, it was so terrible he started to like the Xbox.
No, that wasn't the reason.
I was investing with
Oh shit! Oh man!
I was investing.
I'm going back to PlayStation.
He told why he got an Xbox. It was some crazy deal that, and he could upgrade to the Series X if he liked it. That's the reason he got an Xbox. And he's like, he was going to give it a try. He just recently got his Xbox.
Yeah. Then he's like, hey, it's not that bad. You know?
Then he said,
that's what he said.
Console. He said, on my primary console is Xbox now.
Well, he said the same thing almost when he first got the Switch too. He had went to the Switch a lot because it was easy to take to work and stuff. So it's whatever. But he likes it, so it's whatever.
Yeah, so
and that's the point. Like the community's like you have to realize you can have anything you want. You don't have to stay locked into one. If you like something on the other side, go get it. If you like this or that, try it. Don't just downplay it just because it's not on your favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, man. Because
hey, Dirt, you never bought a Switch for your kids?
Man, my kids, no, hell no, they don't want that shit. They play Xbox.
Oh, right.
Well, like my oldest daughter, but she's slowly becoming a PC gamer, man.
Oh man,
my oldest girl, she's like, Dad, I want a monitor for my birthday. I was like, a 4K monitor. She's like, yeah. I was like, oh, she's trying to get a PC. I guess her boyfriend gonna build her a PC, so she started becoming more of a PC person than a PlayStation person now.
Oh man.
She's all good because if you PC, you probably Xbox.
she gonna get that Game Pass.
I'm gonna be straight up. I'm gonna straight up be honest with y'all. Okay, y'all take that y'all Xbox gamers to the PC crowd. They'll be like, "You're playing the shit on PC. You're a fucking PC gamer." Okay.
Microsoft.
Yeah, they are.
They're a Game Pass gamer.
But that's one question that's curious to me. Probably not, though, because I was wondering, Game Pass most likely won't be on Apple products.
Well,
Apple PCs, that is. I mean, Apple, yeah.
Apple, in the future. Yeah, because Xbox joined, like Microsoft joined Epic against Apple, so I don't know what's going to go.
I mean, let's be honest. Apple and Microsoft do not have the best of relationships.
No,
they actually have a better relationship than you think because, like, at one point they were like legit against each other. Like they would make commercials and just slander each other. Now they kind of like act like each other don't exist.
And, well, there you go. Acting like somebody don't exist is not getting along.
But that's what Apple does to every company. Like they think when we come out of phone, this is the only phone that exists in the world. So like this is our best phone ever. Like instead of saying the best phone, this is our best phone because
Oh yeah, Apple is like that.
Artemis, he asked me, "Am I like? Tell me why I come out tomorrow." Yes, I'm looking forward to that game, but I'm the type I just want to wait till all the episodes come out. I ain't got time to be playing and finishing. I got to wait 3 months for the next episode, so I wait.
That's the only crappy part about it because I really liked the first Life is Strange, and then the Before the Storm was pretty good, and then the Life is Strange 2 came out, and I didn't really rock with that one though.
Now listen, I'm playing that one now, right?
Yeah.
I'm on the part where me and the little brother walking down in the forest and shit. So far, it's
yeah. It kicks up. It kicks up. You just get past that part.
Did you play Captain Spirit too?
Nah.
Man, I could not get into that shit.
Nah.
That little punk ass little boy. Nah, I couldn't get into it, bro. I couldn't get into it.
No, but the first Life is Strange game, that game was really good in my opinion.
Oh yeah, that one
was a lot.
That one was dope. So all right, y'all. You know what? I might go to bed, man. We ain't got nothing. I mean, it's some more shit to talk about, but ain't nothing important.
No, if you don't rattle these off.
How you say what?
If you don't just rattle these off.
Nah, man, we good. It ain't shit.
We got 15 minutes. You will not rob us.
Nah, man, it can be under 2 hours.
We gotta make our 90% 10%.
Oh, so we got a bad.
We were talking about Xbox for too long today. We gotta talk more PlayStation bashing.
We got a bash PlayStation for 15 more minutes to meet our quota. Well, actually, we ain't gonna meet our quota tonight. Our quota was 90% PlayStation. I know there's no WBG, but you know, on like Scrampunks, we can have 60% PlayStation bashing.
Hey, I would like to take the time out to bash Stadia for no reason. Stadia's dog shit.
Oh, come on, man. Throw him on the podcast, man.
If you
hey, hey,
everybody gets it, B.
Nah, I don't care for Stadia, man. I just call it. I call out the facts on all these platforms, man.
No, that's cool. If you but if you main Stadia, I don't know.
Stadia's out here. Hey, Stadia's out here hooking the brother up.
Are you maining Stadia?
No, I'm not.
Cool. I ain't talking about you. If you're not maining it, I'm not talking about you. It's only for the FMs that main Stadia.
I feel you.
Oh man,
I had to get that out there while
Well, y'all, we're about to get out of here. I want to end this podcast by saying thank you to everybody that rock out with us. I appreciate the Xbox guys that had our backs through this whole fiasco. We appreciate you guys, and moving forward, we ain't gonna change. We're gonna be who we are. If we have a PlayStation topic, we're gonna talk about it. You know, you can't tell me how to run our show. You know what I'm saying? You can't say this what WBG should be. What? You gonna tell me
how do you let those clowns bash PlayStation? Like what?
Yeah.
Talking about your white kids.
I'm gonna listen to a pony about how to make an Xbox show.
It's a glorified toy. I'll talk about it if I want.
Yeah. So Emmanuel A1 with the $3. Thanks for the show, y'all. Take care until next WBG. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you for the support, Emmanuel. Man, I'm gonna send you a DM, man. I gotta talk to you, bro. I'm trying to get you on the show, man. I appreciate you. Artemis, are you on Twitter, Artemis? Let me know, man. Geekhead, same thing with you. Let me know, man. I wanna holler at you guys. Hey, Mr. Righteous Fist. Hey, brother, where you been at, man? I ain't seen you in a while, man. What's happening with you, bro? I ain't seen you in the chat in a while. What's happening? Yeah, so we're about to get out of here, man. And at the end of the day, if they're talking about you, that means you're doing something right. Right, fellas? And lady?
Yep.
And lady.
And I see a lot of podcasts that don't get shit talked about them, so I guess
that's been around longer. That's been around longer than us.
If they ain't talking about you, you ain't doing it right, man.
You know what's crazy, too? Jabari said he saw it on the recommended page. We made the recommended.
Oh, shit, he did.
Oh man, we get recommended.
We made the recommended page.
We recommended out here.
Damn, yeah, he did say that. Okay, so they recommended us. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, Artemis. Well, you got the same name on Twitter, bro. So let me know. I got you, Emmanuel.
What didn't somebody say they wanted some merch? It was like,
a guy said, "Yo," he said, "Yo, I love WBG. You want some merch?" I said, "Oh shit."
Never hit a merch.
Oh shit! So, and like like this was trying to say, Dut, like your merch doesn't be a black shirt, Dut.
He said, just a little black tea, Dut.
Just tell me.
That'll be your merch. That'll be your merch, Dut. All right, guys. But anyway, Tsunami, what you got going on, bro?
Man, I'm kind of no man's land right now. My mother, she likes to trap me and like invite me over to fix something, and then she don't. Well, I'm too tired to bring you back, so she be trapping me. So she does this, once a month. Well, I don't know if because she missed me or Corona. She bored. I don't know. So right now, I can't really even do nothing. Probably watching TV, catch up on some shit. But as far as gaming, probably hop into some Game Pass shit tomorrow when I get back. You said what was coming out? Tell me why. And when is Wasteland 3? Yeah, I'm trying.
Same day.
Wasteland 3 with those great reviews,
And then we're not gonna just go skip past Flight Simulator, because that game is fucking crazy. Like I don't know if you played it, but like that the scale of how big this game is, I always wonder when I was a kid. What if they ever make a game that's 1-to-1 with real life? This game is 1-to-1 with real life. So I mean, it might not be a game per se, like how J-Dub said, "Oh, this is not a game. It's not mistaken for a game." But yeah, just to go inside the world and just look around and stuff is cool.
Yeah, all righty.
Hello.
I'm sorry. So I'm sorry. Devin, I'm sorry, bro. I lost my train of thought. Devin, what you got going on, bro?
Nothing much, man. I'm just gonna be playing some more Call of Duty. Try to get up on the battle pass on that game, and wait for news to come out about this Game Pass game still, like with the big announcement coming apparently. So I'm waiting for that to happen to make a video on that. I'll be putting out a video real soon here.
Nah, what happened was Dirk got a text from his wife said, "I thought you said 10:30. I'm about to
yeah, man.
I'm about to go to sleep."
Hey, Devin, do some damn videos, man.
I'm be putting out a couple videos here real soon.
Oh, you sure?
Positive.
Oh shit! Look who just joined the chat. Dark Link 999. Yeah, he was on those guys. Oh, so you oh, shit. Excuse me. So you know him?
Yeah, that's Darky.
Whoa, sound racist.
Darky.
Come on.
What kind of shit is this?
He's been following. He's actually been following me on Twitter for a while, and he was on. We were actually on Roundtable together. I think it was. Yeah.
He's one of those guys.
He's a dark.
Dark is fine. Yes.
He's fine.
Yes.
Oh, like that? He fine like that?
Nah, I better say that. What's his name?
Oh man.
I know it was like that's nobody.
Oh no!
Come on now.
Nobody.
He said, "Am I dark enough for you, buddy?"
Yeah, I thought I was black enough.
Oh, damn. She said you ain't unlocked yet, Dirk.
Hey, you got to change your name to Dark Griggity.
What?
Yeah, great.
Dark Griggity.
Lord.
It'll still be thematically accurate.
Yeah. So, hey, man, y'all remember when Neff actually showed his face and shit?
I did not catch it.
I remember that.
Hey, this how Neff was. So you saw it later. Hey, look at me. Look. Hey, Neff was like this. Hey, Neff quickly cut that shit off. He was like, Dirk, man, hey man, can you just like delete the end of the show? Hey, but somebody still got it though. Somebody still caught it. Hey, Neff, what you got going on, man? No, I guess Neff didn't like that joke.
Neff making a pizza.
Yeah. So, Storm, thanks for joining us again, brother. What you got going on?
Man, hey, climbing that leaderboard, trying to get to that #1 spot on that Madden. On top of that, just we were doing like a live reaction. Eddie Player One, he stops through sometimes, man. We're gonna be on his channel tomorrow doing the reaction to the Gamescom joint. And then on Friday, man, I'll be kicking off at Friday at noon. I'll be kicking off. Hey, I'm gonna offer a free code, man, that Stadia gave me. They gave me a code, man. Shout out to Google Stadia. Gave me a code to give away for Orcs Must Die 3, man. One of y'all can jump on that. You know what I'm saying? Stop by. Y'all know y'all want to get out there and experience the land of electric air, which is Stadia. So yeah, that's all. Yeah, man.
Oh man,
you made it sound real cool. The land of electric air.
Land of electric air, man. That's how everything. That's how. Hey, that's how we. Stadians know what I'm talking about, man.
Stadians.
Stadians. Yeah, we got names. I mean, you got the ponies, you got the bots, you got the Nintendo drones or whatever the hell they call them, and then you got stadians out there. So,
stadians is too nice of a term. Stadians sound like you just live there. We got to find something derogatory.
Hey, Storm, you know what Stadia is going to officially be relevant, like they're gonna make it when ponies start going after y'all asses. Like when they get y'all the name, like Stadium Bots or some shit like that.
Yeah, I feel you. But they can't now, it's already embedded, man.
Stay tards.
It's kind of like a combination of Stadia players and Spartans and shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, it's just stadiums. So,
it was a Stadia guy that watched two of my videos that showed me some love, man. It's a Stadia universe.
Yeah.
He was in
here. Yeah, he was in here tonight, man. He got a second channel. That's Chariot Man when he pops in.
Oh,
is
that what it is? Oh, yeah. Okay. I know Chariot Man because I used to be on the podcast with him back in 2018.
Yeah, man.
Chariot Man, the homie, man. That's the homie.
Yep. He's heavy on the Switch too. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, because he was a Nintendo guy back in the day, but I guess he kind of like found City and fell in love with it. Hey, what's up to Chariot Man? What's up, bro? So anyway,
what's funny? Like I found the real meaning of Stadia. I was watching something, and then they were talking about what Stadia
it's dope,
means.
Right?
Yeah, I forgot what it was though.
It's plural. It's like a bunch of stadium. Like it's plural for stadium. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's like kind of like a coliseum where everybody want to play. Now, while people throwing shots at Stadia real quick, and I know we're gonna wrap up, but man, they out here. I'm out here, y'all. I just got my $2,000 deposited to my account from Crater. The Creator team, Unit 2 Games, man. Shout out. $2,000. So, man, people can talk all that trash about Stadia, man. We over here doing these things, making moves.
Damn.
Hey, for being a black content creator, bro.
Nice.
That's all I had to do. Yeah, and create a level on the game.
Oh, yeah, I remember it. I'm talking about they said Stadia was an ancient Roman or Greek measure of length. Like it's apparently 185 meters. A stadium.
Yeah, I don't know what Sue talking about, but yeah, that sounds cool.
No, I was watching. I'll be watching YouTube stuff, and they just said, so and so Stadia, and I was like, fuck. There's like, oh yeah, it's a measurement. I was like, I wonder if that's where, because Google comes from Googleplex, which is like the largest number or some shit. I don't know. Google.
I got you.
Yeah, they got weird naming schemes with stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. So like, where the like where about to leave come from? Like, where that shit come from?
We're
about to leave the podcast.
A denouement is
press end podcast.
Yeah, denouement.
No,
and everybody make it 2 hours. Ooh.
Yeah, see, it's your fault. One last thing, I do want to say, man, as a brother, man, I love to see so many intelligent brothers, man, and sisters out here in the community. We are adults for the most part. We all love gaming. And like the stuff that happened to us like yesterday, it was actually kind of funny. But I'm happy to see so many people of color doing what we do, man, with these games, and having passion for games, because this is my life. I mean, let me take that back. It ain't my life, but it's a big part of my life. Gaming is a big part of my life, and it always has been from when I was a kid. It was like, some of my friends that I'm still friends with to this day, they kind of grew out of it, or they became casuals. Boy, I'm still the guy that they come to say, hey, Dirt, man, what new game coming out? I'm still that guy, this passionate guy. And to have this platform where I can talk about this shit. Because, I mean, man, like back in the day, like a few years ago, you was trying to talk to my wife about this shit. She was like, oh, okay, honey. Oh, yeah, that's cool, honey. Right. She didn't give a shit.
Right.
But to be able to have a platform to talk to people like me, who's adults that's passionate about gaming, I absolutely love it, man. I mean, I really thought about this earlier at work. Like, man, I love this shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though the community, I mean, it's assholes everywhere, right? it's assholes everywhere. But at the end of the day, and it's not just about just black people, but this community, period. We are not going to agree. There's assholes, there's pieces of shit, but there's also genuinely great people, man. And I love this community for that. And we're all passionate gamers at the end of the day, whether you're PlayStation, Xbox, Stadia, Nintendo. Well, no, I don't care about Nintendo. No, I'm joking, y'all. I'm joking. But you know what I'm saying? And I just really wanted to say that, man. The people in the chat that actually tune in to listen to us every week. Emmanuel, Joe Hansel, Mr. Righteous Fish, Gamer Boy, Tip Diamond, all of you guys that tune in to listen to us every week. I appreciate y'all, man. I really do.
Man. Think about it.
That's
like,
what's
man,
up.
every single week, twice a week.
Yeah.
Hear what we want to have to say.
4 hours a week, bro. These guys are in here listening to our asses. And I appreciate that. I really do, man. Don't you guys don't understand how much I appreciate that.
But let me tell you this. See, that's what I appreciate real quick. Then I gotta interrupt, man, because I hear you out here throwing opportunities for people to get on and share their voices and stuff, man. So I will call that out. No bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. I told MM the same thing. I really do stand by that, man. When I first got on the show, man, I saw like shit. I can't even think of the names, man. But you was sharing the platform, opening it up for people to share their voices about this game and stuff. So that's what's up, man.
Absolutely. And let me tell you something. That's something that I really want to do because I appreciate you guys so much. There's once a month, I want to get a couple people that's here all the time. If they want to, you know, because some people might not be comfortable with it, but if they want to come on, because I'm gonna tell you something, Joe Hansel, I was talking to Devin before the show. Like, I like Joe Hansel, man, on the show. I'm not gonna bullshit. I'm not bullshitting. Like, me and Tsunami and Devin was talking about Joe Hansel, how he fits, he's knowledgeable, he speaks well,
and he brings a different perspective.
And he brings a different perspective because he's in a different country.
Yeah,
right.
And I absolutely love him on the show. And you know, sometimes it's just a different voice instead of hearing me, Tsunami, Sean, you know, Moss, Neff, Devin. I just really appreciate that, man. And we're all gamers. You know what I'm saying? If guys are comfortable coming on,
and
Dirt might not work, you know, like you might be ass.
And then Dirt was talking about it before. He was like, "Oh, why don't you have, you know, this person or this person?" He said, "Oh, I don't want to don't these recycle people all the time. People thinking this is like, you know, so and so show. I want to find new talent." I said, "Well, we all live in the same corner, this fucking crumb side. So I mean, finding new talent is going to be a little hard. This already not, you know, happening. So if you want to hop on, even if you're opponent, if you want to hop on, I guess let Dirt know. And if he deems you." Yeah, you're not coming on WBG. No, come on, Dirt.
Y'all done made Phantom Crack and tear up and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know,
no,
all good, man.
No. I mean, but that's real.
I know you being real, though. I know you being real.
I mean, that's not real. I mean, there might be some guys. It might not work out. You know, like the person might not like the chemistry is so important. Chemistry, and Joe Hansel just came right in and he fit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there might be some guys that might not fit, and that's okay too. But like what Tsunami is saying, I was saying that I didn't want it to be a bunch of guys from Z's show all the time. Now, you know, I think Z like discovered Tsunami, discovered Neff and R&B, some other guys, and Sean. But I didn't want it to be.
Sean was what's his name? Boomstick. Oh, come on, Z. He gave me my shot.
But Z has an eye for talent, though. You know what I'm saying? But he does. But that's not necessarily what I'm trying to do. The same thing he's trying to do. I'm just trying to say how much I appreciate you guys that listen to us every week. I really do, man. Because you have to realize I was exactly what you guys are doing. I was that guy in the chat on BGST. Z podcast. I was that guy.
Yeah.
And I just said one day, you know what? I just started a YouTube channel.
It's funny, Dirt.
Here we are.
I was too opinionated. I was like, yo, I'm tired of this. I need to be heard. So I was like, yo, I told Jada, I'm gonna say, yo, tell Z let me on the show. I need to say something. And you know, like that's how it started. It was like I was in the chat. And all that kind of stuff, and I was like, "Yo, I want to say my part because I'm tired of y'all saying this crazy stuff, and I felt like I need to be able to rebut the shit." So,
I think it's funny because I was a person in the chat in this show, before I started doing anything.
Right.
I used to watch this show every week, and then I hit up Dirt on Twitter, and ended up being on the show, and I just never left, man.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember how I even started. Like, I don't even remember. Like, I was just here one day, and that's
all I know. Sue, I heard you on Z show. I was like, okay, this dude's an Xbox dude. I'm holla at him.
Oh, okay.
Sean, R&B. There was actually some other guys I never kind of got in contact with. Like, was it Pizzo? I never kind of got in contact with him, but Post is the homie. You know what I'm saying? Now, see, but I always said you guys have talent, but we never could hear it because Z show everybody arguing with each other.
Right.
Yeah. We never hear it.
Right.
And sometimes I feel like it. Whenever certain people's around, I was like, man, this is not gonna. Because I already know how they're gonna line me smooth the fuck up. There's gonna be 3 of them against me, and I gotta tell myself if Neff not gonna help because Neff he's stay out the way, and I'm gonna get jumped. So I'm like, man, I'm not even gonna bother. This I already know.
See, like Z had wanted me to come on there, and like Z will ask me to come on. Like not as much anymore, but he's asking to come on, and I was kind of like, nah, because that's not really my thing. I'm not much of a debater. You know what I'm saying? You feel how you
couldn't talk about your Twitter. Your Twitter the past weeks.
Well, I'm better at articulating through tweets and words than I am speaking for whatever reason. Maybe my slight stutter. I don't know. But let me read this right quick. Mr. King is excuse me. Dirt, I remember you used to call in a Mooch and Crap Gamer show. Yes. Hey. I tell people all the time, I used to rock with Mooch and Crap. I did. And even when they started to change, I still supported those guys. I was still part of their Patreon, and then like I was on their show. I supported those guys. It wasn't until I think it was earlier this year I just said, you know what, they're doing their thing. I'm gonna just go ahead and let's stop supporting them because they became Xbox bashers. I have no problem with people switching to PlayStation. Hey, that's cool. I still supported those guys for like up to a year because they kind of started it maybe 2019, with the Xbox bashers. So I still supported them. And earlier this year I said, you know what, I'm just letting them guys do their thing. I'm not supporting them anymore. That's my decision. So I'm not going to say and lie and say, oh, I never listened to those guys. I did listen to it. And like I said, we knew Crap was kind of full of shit when he was an Xbox guy. But unfortunately, it was slim pickings. Xbox channels were slim pickings early in the generation. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, I know he's full of shit, but I just listen to him right now. And Mooch always had like Mooch has a gift of gab. That dude can speak, man, and he's good at it. So those guys, I used to listen to him. I did, but I'm gonna be honest, I never really liked Salty even when he was an Xbox guy. But that's just me, nothing personal. I don't know anybody. I don't know any of these guys in real life, so I can't dislike them because I don't know them in real life. You know what I'm saying? So
I know enough about him to dislike him, and I do dislike him.
I don't know him. I don't know him. I can't dislike somebody I don't know in real life, man. But they're doing their thing, man. They're actually, like Crap channel was growing.
That's not true.
He was subs like hell, but I think the opponents have finally accepted him, so he's doing well. Mooch is doing well, so they're doing their thing. I'm not a fan anymore, but do y'all thing, man. Nothing personal.
That's not true. You don't like Rain.
I don't like Rain. No. I don't know Rain personally, but I feel Rain trying to attack Xbox guys just for clout, and I don't get down like that. You can't just come at me because I'm an Xbox guy and think I ain't gonna say nothing back to your ass. Nah, brother. And y'all speaking my age. Yeah, nigga, I was born before you, and in 15, 20 years, it gonna be a nigga your age now. You gonna be my age. You know what I'm saying? So that's how life is.
When it's funny, like Rain is one of my homeboys, but the reason I even know him is because whenever you're new on like Z show and you're the opposite of something. So if you're an X-bot and you hop in, the first thing you do is attack a pony. Or the first thing you do if you're a pony, you attack a bot. So Grid, he's hopped in, smooth punch Porter Rock in the eye. Like he went after Jada. Like he was just coming from next. So that's what Rain did to me. And like he was just like anytime he jumped in, he would just say something to me, even though I wouldn't be talking. I was like, man, why you keep coming at me? And then one day we just were the only two in there. We were just talking, and after that day, we always had like a respect for each other, even though he has his side. Like he knows that I'm gonna talk my shit. You're gonna talk your shit as long as you keep it respectful. It's cool.
Yeah.
But he's being disrespectful to Dirt. I even called him out on that. I was like, yo,
me, man. Like,
this man.
He just attacked me, right? Like, yeah, man, use it like crap. I was like, yeah, and yeah, but now you don't. I said, of course. I mean, why would I see? I know we about to get out of here because I'm way.
It's the after hours, the Patreon.
And I just need to make a quick announcement. I started a show. You can catch it on Snow Bunny Gaming. It's with Project Storm and I. It's yin meets yang of gaming because we are two polar opposites in gaming.
Nice.
And we talk about different games and stuff.
Check
that out, y'all.
Laid back. It's real laid back too.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, it's called Yin Meets Yang of Gaming, and it's on my channel, Snow Bunny Gaming. We had our first episode last night. It was impromptu, so we were trying to figure out different things while we were talking about Nintendo and rumors because Project Storm was he's been wanting to see how some of the games run on the Switch, and I was playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah, and I'm a skeptic. I don't really fuck with the Switch. The Nintendo too heavy for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing what I need them to do, y'all. They're not competing.
That's the reason it's called.
But we don't want to.
The reason it's called Yin Meets Yang is because he is a self-proclaimed graphics fiend, and I don't care about that shit. I just play what looks fun to me.
Nice. Yeah, check that out. Yin meets Yang.
So you finally started something, and shout out to Post. He actually started his channel too. So if you like Post stuff, a fan of him, go check him out. He's starting to try to do his stream and stuff.
I'm gonna tell you. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. Now, I ain't just saying this because he's an Xbox guy. Because there's some PlayStation guys I feel is absolutely talented. Post Up is one of the most talented guys in this community. He's one of the most underutilized guys in this community, man. And I ain't just saying that shit because he's an Xbox guy. I really mean it. I always said that to Neff. Neff will tell you. I said that to Neff last year, maybe 2 years ago. Neff, bro, you got even Moss. I told the same thing with Moss, but y'all, you guys got talent.
Yeah, the thing about Post
because y'all always arguing on these shows. So
yeah, the thing about Post is he has a great combination of the gift of gab, entertainment, knowledge base, just being funny. Some people not funny. Post is legit funny, so he has an excellent skill set. If he really wants to do like YouTube like that, he would be good.
Absolutely, and check his channel out. He did his first podcast, like Sue said a few days ago. Check his channel out, man. Post a good dude, man, and Post a good dude. But
I got one more thing, Dirt. Sean's gonna be starting his YouTube channel real soon here. I'm not exactly sure when, but me and him are gonna hop on there and do a show. Probably do podcasts on Saturdays, I believe it's going to be. So look out for that.
Nice, Sean's the homie, man. You know, Sean. I'm gonna tell you how the podcast go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Fuck Dut, shit, bitch hole. Oh, yo, bye. That's how Sean go. That was Sean the homie, man. No, but Sean actually,
I'll come on the show.
Sean actually wasn't a permanent member of WBG. Let me tell you guys, when we first started it, Sean, I just invited him on there because he was an Xbox guy, but with the time, the UK time, he was like, yeah, all right, Dut, I'll come on there, Dut. So the first show was actually a hit for us. Like our first show, we got like 800 views. Like, oh shit, people are actually paying attention to this shit. Our first show,
no pub, no nothing,
no pub, and we literally did it like that day. I was like, damn, check that out. So Sean decided. So that's why we made the show at 6:30 because of him. Because we probably would have had a little bit later, but we tried to make it as earlier as possible because of Sean. And it's working out for us. So
I ain't do no promos or nothing. Just went live.
Man, I think we had put out a tweet like maybe an hour before or something. Like,
why do we do it? Was it the Game Awards or what was the reason?
No, it was they dropped the specs for the
teraflop spec. And like I always say the story. Let me say the story one more time. I know the chat tired of hearing this shit, but I'm gonna say it one more time. A couple years ago, Snow Bunny and Mars will tell you, even Neff will tell you, I was like, man, I want to start an Xbox podcast for next gen because I think Xbox is going to be pretty good next gen. And they was like, oh, yeah, I mean, you should do it. And 2 years went by, I ain't did shit. And Devin was like, yo, are you going to do that show? I was like, nah. He was like, man, let's do the show. I was like, all right.
Yeah, I was like, man, let's do this shit right now. Like they just dropped this shit.
And then when the specs dropped, they was like, all right, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah. So.
And we went on, man. We had there 150 more people.
And we said we need some Xbox guys. So the first person I thought of was Tsunami. Because he was on Scrampunks already. I said, yo, we gotta get Sue. Then Sean, they was in another one. It's like, the R&B guy, get him. And the rest is history, y'all. So thank y'all for supporting us, but we're about to get out of here. Devin's wife about to whoop his ass any minute now.
Thank you for supporting me.
Hey,
if you don't hear from me, you know what happened.
Did y'all peep how Dirt stopped caring about the 2 hours?
I meant, but yeah, have a good night, man.
It's over. I'm going to sleep. No more for you. So Dirt was like, fuck it, let it rock. 2:50.
I can't get
2
no
hours,
buzz
15
now.
minutes. I don't care.
I can't get no buzz now. It's over.
You said we was off a half an hour ago.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We about to get out of here. Thank you. We about to leave for real now. We at 2:15. It's too long. We can't have no 8-hour podcast. All right, y'all. Peace and love to everybody. Thank you again. Artemis, I'm gonna hit you up on Twitter. I think I'm following you, actually. I don't know. I'm gonna hit you on Twitter. The same thing with Emmanuel. So, all right, fellas. Peace out, y'all. Everybody, thanks again.
Bye.
All right,